What's good, Raider Nation? Welcome to day 2, round 2 of the NFL draft. The Raiders made a lot of us happy with the pick of Ashton Jeanty at number 6. Will they make another good pick today? Let's discuss. What's good, Raider Nation? Welcome to the show. I'm Spicy Raider Girl here with Omar and Scotty Waddy Raider 1. We were so excited about last night's pick that we think the Raiders finally got it right. Not that they didn't get it right last year, but we are happy about yesterday's pick. So we are back to discuss who the Raiders might get in this 37th spot. What's good, fellas?
Man, I had Jeanty in my mock draft. I did another mock draft. I had Jeanty again. So to pick him and to see Max hella lit about it. Of course, the coaching staff is lit about it. The majority, at least from what I'm seeing, I'm sure we can find Raider fans that didn't like the pick. You know, we're just a diverse group. So, you know what I mean? Seems like, you know, there's
nice
always
way to say it, Omar.
yeah. You know, I'm being positive here. Hey, you know, it's all good. But for the most part, it seemed like everybody really likes the pick. And I say it's hard to knock someone who came close to breaking Barry Sanders' record. We talk about all the yards after contact. I mean, we can go on and yeah, I mean, I think it was a great pick. So, I mean, yep.
Just one thing there, Spicy, on your intro. You said we were happy. I'm sorry to tell you, but I'm still running around.
Still happy. Okay.
In my hand, trying to run through a wall. I'm still happy.
Right. Definitely.
Fair enough.
I think it was a great pick. I'm seeing a lot going around on social media about, we should have taken this and we should have taken that. Of course, I think Membao was a really good choice. He got taken right after Jeanty. But I couldn't be happier with Jeanty. He's going to be a great running back. There's some players that there's no real question about, and I think he's one of them. That puts us, that gets our running game up to par. We got our tight end game up to par. Hopefully, we're going to back that up in this second and third round today with maybe a little bit of offensive line help, maybe some quarterback help. Maybe some wide receiver help. So whatever it is, I'm for it. It seems like we're being professional and making smart choices here.
Definitely.
Yeah, and let's look at how much the Raiders actually believe in this young man, because it's been talked about over and over how the running back isn't a position that teams are willing to pay for anymore. So he comes in as the second highest paid NFL running back with $31.8 million fully guaranteed, which is, when we'll go over the numbers, I'm going to go over the numbers here, which versus what Josh Jacobs got. Of course, they ended up ultimately releasing him. But this says something. I think this says something, because they weren't willing to pay Josh, and they're willing to pay this man, and they're willing to pay him a lot of money. So that I think that speaks to what they expect out of him. What do you guys think about this contract?
Well, I think, here we go. We've seen the league just devalue running backs. And yeah. I would like to think that this new regime, Pete Carroll, Spy Tech, is kind of saying, oh, no, we value running backs. And I think they're showing that. One, with the high pick, top 10, 6. He was a top 5 talent. So I think they are definitely saying that, unlike the last GM. Now, I think and I don't want to go too deep into that, but I don't know if there was a divide between AP and the GM on Josh Jacobs. But this regime is definitely sending a different message, saying we do value the running game. And I love it, because one thing I was thinking back to is, name one of those winning Raider teams that didn't have a strong running game.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, I fell in love with the Raiders because of a running back.
Yeah, most people did, I think.
As a matter of fact, I became a Raider fan and loved them because of
Marcus
running back, Marcus Allen and Bo Jackson.
Bo Jackson.
Yeah.
So yeah, man, and like I said, I can go on about this kid. You know, one thing I kind of laughed at. I said, "Name another player from Boise."
Yeah.
From his college.
The thing is, I never bought into that running backs are devalued argument. And you know what? We proved it. What was our running game last year? We proved it that running backs have value, and we got rid of one of the best and fan favorite, Josh Jacobs.
Well, you know who really proved it were the Eagles with Saquon Barkley. They proved it.
Oh yeah,
that arguably carried that team. So
no doubt about it. So you know, for that argument to me is null and void. You know, as far as the contract goes, you know, good for him. Good for him. You know, there's certain players out there that are ready, and you know, we know, and it might be a handful per draft. It might be a handful per draft. He's one. He's one.
Now, just for fun, let's just compare so we can see the numbers. So we can compare to the Josh Jacobs contract versus Genty here. Josh Jacobs earned $23.8 million in 5 seasons with the Raiders, 19 to 23. Ashton Genty will earn $23.5 million in 2025 alone, $22.7 million signing bonus, and $840K base salary. So that's quite the difference there.
Yeah. And I mean, too, you got to think how the pay scale does go up, so that plays a part of it as well. But yes, sure. I mean, like I say, it's a statement for us.
I don't think it inflated that much, though.
Right? And I think it's just a statement for us of, hey, man, we love the kid, we value him, we know what he can do on the field. He carried that team. He carried. I mean, when you know their greatest weapon and where it's coming from, and you still can't stop it, and he put up that many yards. Come on, that's just proof is in the pudding right there.
Yeah, no doubt. I mean, you know, now it's time for him to get out there. And what I really liked, you know, when he came out, you know, he seems like a pretty humble kid. He seems like he's got his feet on the ground, you know, and we definitely need that with the whole Vegas environment. Not that there's not drugs and alcohol everywhere in every other city, but you know, you need somebody with their feet on the ground.
There is a difference.
Well, you know, but you know what I mean. I mean, and so, you know, I like the whole picture of Jonty, to be very honest with you. The whole thing.
Yeah, me too. I want to say what's up to a couple people in the chat. Rafa, what's good? What's up, Nation? Rafa in the building. He's going to be joining us on our, what are you doing, the 3rd season already, on our season premiere of Monday Night Madness coming up at 6 o'clock this Monday. We're going to go over all of the draft on that day, and Omar's going to be joining the cast. So we'll be the 3 of us, and everyone is welcome to join the madness. So join us then. Rafa will be in the building. What's up, Raider Paul? He's laughing at me about something, probably because he thinks this.
Oh, God.
I guess that's why he's laughing. Mother Moon always up. What's up, Mother Moon? Rafa says he turned down a lucrative NIL payday last year. This is we're talking about Genty here. Last year to stick with Boise State, and he was legitimately legendary. People tuned in to see Boise State games to watch him. Yes, that is very, very true. And remember, everybody, light that torch, hit that like button. You can also subscribe and become a member of the show. So let's go into, Omar, I think you wanted to go into a couple more about, just talk about the running game a little bit further. Here's a couple more graphics for you. The last 4 running backs drafted in the top 15. Take it away.
Okay, and all of them are good. All of them are big-time contributors to their team. Saquon ran the Eagles to the Super Bowl and probably will do it again. or will be there for, you know, to be the team to beat. I mean, and I looked at who they draft, and the rich got richer because they went right back to the well and drafted defense in the 1st round. So my goodness, they're definitely going to be a team to beat right there. So and Jahmyr Gibbs, he's doing his thing, and Bijan is definitely doing his thing in Atlanta. So yeah, I think we're going to be up there, man. I think Genty and Chip Kelly are going to put together a pretty good ground game.
So, are we going to not talk about what are we going to do if SHEDEUR Sanders comes to us in this second round right now?
That is such a very good question, man, because
take him or not, Omar, take him or not.
See, and that's hard. I mean, my first instinct says yes, because I believe, and I got to go to the Omar value. Until you have a franchise quarterback, you better draft one every year. And and before the noise, let's just say before the noise of the offseason, this kid was arguably a first-round pick. I mean, it was a toss-up. Is it Cam? Is it SHEDEUR? Is it Cam and SHEDEUR? And then the noise of being Sanders hit. You know what I mean? And I'm going to call it the Sanders noise because I think it's his last name. Because, dude, we've seen lots of quarterbacks with attitude and confidence not have that kind of noise. We've seen them have, I mean, look at your Baker Mayfields and the issues and drunk and this and that and your Johnny Manziels. And so we've seen guys that got the bravado and all that shit still go high in the first round.
Yeah.
So it was, to me, it's the Sanders name, I think, and just a whole bunch of noise. You know what I mean? And they said, oh, you know what? He didn't interview well. And I did hear like a quick little interview where a reporter said, hey, what would you do? What's your plan for after football? And he snapped back like, hey, I already made a milli. Have you made a milli? You know what I mean? It was just all attitude and bullshit for him.
No, that's all bad.
You know what I mean? It was attitude and bullshit in that answer. And I just think maybe this, and like I said, and here's my only criticism to the kid. I'm like, hey, stay cocky, stay confident, and play to that. Play to the ego you have, because hopefully that ego says you got to be playing at this level to walk your walk. So, and you know, that's outside looking in. But I just think, sharpen your pencil on some of the on some of the things you say. You know what I mean? Because you're going to be the face of the franchise. And to me is the growth and learning that I think this kid needs. I think coming to the Raiders would be a perfect situation for him. He would sit behind Geno Smith. Oh, what the fuck happened with Geno Smith? He slipped out of the first round and got selected in the second round. Guess what? He had a chip on his shoulder, and he never stopped fighting until he got his starting job. Hello, SHEDEUR Sanders. Let me mentor you in the ways. So I do think it'd be a great situation.
I think it could be a good situation, and if SHEDEUR Sanders comes into a coaching staff, this Pete Carroll coaching staff, this Pete Carroll regime might do him a lot of good, because Pete Carroll is going to say, listen, kid, slow down a little bit. Slow down. Keep your eyes and your ears open. Let's learn a little bit. You're going to take over one day, but let's learn something. The only other place that I think that he could go that may have something the same might be over with Mike Tomlin. I can't really think off the top of my head another place that, seems like it could be. He needs a leader in front of him. He can't be the leader. If he's the leader, it's over. He needs somebody.
He can be, but not yet. Not yet. Let's take a look. So I think it's going to come down to like how does this go, right? Because there's several picks before the Raiders. So let's see what happens. Let's see who the best available is, right? Here are some notable players that are the best available that are still out there. They actually have SHEDEUR Sanders here at the 8th best player available. So will this weigh into the decision-making of the Raiders? It certainly did last year, even though there's a different GM and a different head coach. Will this weigh into it? So, I think it's really going to be dependent on who's left. Who's going to be there at that pick?
Yeah, that was what has me torn. Like I say, my gut, because of how I feel about the quarterback position, says take him. Then I think of, well, what do we need now that can make immediate impact? You know what I mean? We need cornerback. Our safety room isn't bad, but when you got Nick, and I might pronounce his last name wrong, Amenwori there, a 6'3", Pete Carroll-esque type of safety, that could make that decision kind of hard. There's a wide receiver that's a little bit further down this list, Higgins, 6'4", fast, can run routes, got hands. We need a number one receiver. There's also an offensive tackle that slipped down. I mean, so I'm just like, that is what makes it hard for me. And saying like, so, and basically that says, you know what, if we go one of those ways, I won't be mad. But if I'm Spy Tech and SHEDEUR is there, I'm going to take him, because guess what? You know, first of all, I've talked with Tom Brady, who's worked with this kid. Now he knows him. We know what we saw on film. We know he's pro ready. He was in a pro style offense. He doesn't make a lot of bad plays. He's too tough for his own good, which we can clean up. But I like toughness. I'd rather have a tough quarterback than some scared quarterback. So he's got a lot of the intangibles, and I think he's in the, like I say, the Raiders for the first time, I could say, would be a good situation for him to grow right about now, because we got a Geno Smith who's just, to me, he's a professional, man. I like Geno Smith a lot, the way he handles his business. We all know how Tom Brady is just, he's sick with it, about the studying and the hard work and the ethic. And I think having that around SHEDEUR would do him well. So like I say, I won't be mad either way, but if we do pick Sanders, I'll be happy.
Well, all I heard you say, Omar, is that the Raiders have a lot of good options. I think making it if it's a hard decision for them, that's a good thing, because that means they're going to have an opportunity to really hone in on where they think they really need the most help, and they'll have some options there. So the second round of the draft just started. The Browns are officially on the clock. So the Raiders are the fifth.
Sanders could go. Yes. The Browns got 2 picks in out of the top first 5 second round picks. Huh?
2 ahead of the Raiders.
Correct? Yeah. So they could use one of those picks to address the quarterback situation. I mean, but will they do it?
Will any trades be made? That'll be interesting.
Yeah. Will somebody trade up and grab him? You know, that would be good. But I was surprised, I was surprised the Steelers passed on Sanders, because I thought they're looking at getting the old guy. Oh my God, Green Bay to Jets. Come on, what's
Aaron Rodgers?
Aaron Rodgers. I'm thinking they'll get Aaron Rodgers, and they can have SHEDEUR there as well, and because if Aaron Rodgers has another season in him, it's probably just going to be another season if he does. I'm not sure he does. So I was surprised they let SHEDEUR pass by when they were up. So, but they went defensive tackle. So, okay.
Well, let's see. Let's take a look. We talked a little bit about you talked about a little bit about the wide receiver. Let's see what the offense will look like as of right now going into the 2025 season for the Raiders. You, Omar, I think you said you still think you're missing a QB1, but I think we're liking what we see right here so far, right, guys?
No, we got our QB1. We need a wide receiver one.
Wide receiver one. Excuse me. Yeah. Thank you.
And that is not trying to knock Jacoby at all. I think I think we've seen what Jacoby is, and he does what Jacoby does. He does it well. But I still think we need a legit high ceiling wide receiver one. And like I say, I think that kid Higgins is there. There's a couple other guys that are there. I just like Higgins because he's 6'4" and he's fast. He's got, to me, I think, he definitely can get those 50-50 balls, and he runs pretty good routes and got good hands, so long arms as well. So right now I had him in my mock draft because he slid to the 3rd, but the guy who I had who also slid to the 2nd and didn't make it out of the 1st round in my mock draft. So I definitely don't think Higgins is going to make it out of the 2nd round. So if we don't pick him at 37, he's definitely not going to be there at 68. So, but right now, he's kind of like my top guy at wide receiver that I would love for us to pick up. But like I say, if we go Sanders, I wouldn't be mad. You know what? And we can't. Well, I don't want to go off topic of our offensive look. I was about to go somewhere else and talk about the cornerback out there. But Scotty, what do you think about our offensive outlook?
No, we could definitely use a stud wide receiver. I like height in wide receivers. Definitely long arms and height. I mean, that's, but yeah, I wouldn't be mad if we go into the season like this, but I'd be happy if we could add to it. That's for sure.
Yeah.
But we do have a few other areas to address. Again, I think we got some good options here, but these options that we have right here, I think we can win some games with. But we could get a nice burner, that's got some height to him. That'd be great.
Oh yeah, and who's not in this picture right here is Mayer. I mean, I hope we still utilize two tight end sets. Play that heavy set, man, because Mayer can catch. You know what I mean? He's dangerous in the flats. So I'm like, you know what?
Oh, the Browns.
Whether we draft a wide receiver or not, or pick one up, one of the free agent wide receivers that are still out there, I think two tight end sets should be. Oh, they went Carson Schwessinger, linebacker. All right. Okay. Browns are still piling up their defense. My goodness, I ain't mad at him.
All right, and I don't think he was on I don't think he was on any of our draft sheets, right? So this, I guess, if we were looking for something else. So like Scotty was just saying yesterday, right? Keep pushing him down.
Keep pushing him down.
Yep.
Keep pushing him down. Yep. Linebacker out of UCLA. Okay. All right. Yep. I mean, hey, we're gonna have to make some decisions. With our pick, we're gonna have some decisions to make.
All right.
So we got 3 more picks and then us, right?
Yep, we're at 37. So yes, sir.
So that is going to leave us. There's Will Johnson. There's Mike Green. There's Eminwari. There's Trayvon Henderson. I don't think we're going to take a running back. There's my actual pick for this spot is going to be Siobhan Ravel out of East Carolina, cornerback.
Oh.
And then we got SHEDEUR Sanders. I don't think we're going to take a tight end. And then Trey Amos. I mean, we're gonna have some decisions to make.
Yeah.
We're gonna have some decisions.
And you said Ravel, the cornerback, right?
UCLA is kind of fun to watch, actually. You guys watching the highlights?
Oh no, no. I've heard his name and seen a little bit on him. He's a beast. The kid's a beast, for sure. But Ravel, man, he's another 6'2" and some change.
The Texans pick is in already.
We're going quick, guys. The Texans pick is already in.
He's definitely a Pete Carroll type cornerback.
Absolutely.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
You notice that the SHEDEUR has been the talk of the draft, it seems, and certainly the talk amongst Raiders fans for quite some time now. Do you notice today they haven't showed any footage of him? Not that I've noticed anyway. I don't know if he's still having his party or whatnot, but yesterday I felt like they were cutting to him every chance they got, and I haven't seen anything with him yet today.
Yeah. We'll see, man. We'll see. And I like some of his statements that he's made. He made to the guests at his house, at his party, and you know what I mean? So, I like what he said. It sounds like he's just like, all right, you know what? I'm gonna do this.
Well, maybe it humbled him a little bit, like you said, Omar. Maybe it humbled him a little bit, and whenever he does get chosen, he'll have a little bit better attitude about it.
Yeah, there's no doubt. I mean, all right, the Texans are up.
Oh, the Texans, Higgins. Higgins.
Yeah. Oh, I'm sure this is not Sanders. As they have CJ Stroud. Oh my receiver, damn it. Oh well, Jaden is off the board, man. They got a dang good receiver right there.
There's your wide receiver, Omar.
Yeah, damn it.
That only made sense for them, though. That only made sense for them.
Oh, that would have made sense for us too.
Yeah, I get it.
Oh, that would have made sense for us too, man. This kid can ball.
This guy's a baller. He's a baller.
Yeah. I'm like, dang it. But,
are there any other wide receivers on the horizon that you would go for, Omar?
That not that I can just pop off of memory, but this draft is deep in receiver. We should be able to find someone. I would just think for this pick, he would have been it, and I think he would have been someone that would have been a day one starter and he's got the skills and the height, weight, speed. So
There's still Luther Burton. There's still Jalen Noel. Those are still really good options.
Oh yeah.
Still really good options.
Yep.
Oh, wait a minute. There's a trade.
Uh-oh.
Seattle
happened?
Seattle moved up to Tennessee's spot at 35 in exchange for picks 52 and 82.
Uh-oh.
Seattle to the spot, Tennessee's?
Seattle
Maybe
moved up to Tennessee's spot at 35.
this may be that cornerback.
That's
this may
one.
be
That's
him.
right here. We're on 35, correct?
Yes.
Yeah.
I'm not sure.
Yeah, we're on 35. Pick 35 right now.
So they traded.
So they know exactly who they want.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
Uh-oh, we're getting nervous. The Raiders are coming up.
I'm gonna say because they got Sam Darnold, it's not Sanders.
Well, I'll tell you this. They must know that we're not gonna take SHEDEUR Sanders. If not, they wouldn't have moved up.
I'm just wondering if it's gonna be Will, the cornerback.
Well, let's talk about, while we're there at commercial break, let's talk about, is this a new dynamic duo for the Raiders with Genty and Bowers? What do you guys think? Is this a good 1-2 punch right here?
That is a hard yes for me.
I think I talked about Genty the same way when I found out we picked Bowers and the things that, and I'm like, this is another one right here, man. I think he is a home run. So now we got 2 home runs, and I hope he will be or in contention for Offensive Rookie of the Year. So,
yeah, well, 3 home runs with JPJ, if you want to say that.
All right. So,
it's going to be interesting what we pick here. I think we might go defense with this pick.
You think? I mean, would it be a cornerback? We just named 2. I mean,
Seahawks pick is in.
Because we do have a need at cornerback.
We have a need at cornerback, and Pete Carroll is.
But I don't think it's as big as cornerback. I would say we have a bit of a need. We don't know how. What is his name? Is it Jeremy Chin? You know what I mean? He
should be playing linebacker probably.
I mean, he's definitely a Pete Carroll type of safety because he had a big Cam Chancellor playing safety. So Jeremy Chin, I think, will fit in, but is the question mark, I guess, like I say, new system. Palomau, he's been doing good and better, but does that leave room that, for us to think about drafting another safety this high versus another cornerback this high, where I think we have a bigger cornerback need than we do safety need. And I just think Will Johnson's knee has a lot of people scared. That knee.
Clearly, he was supposed to be a top 10 pick.
Yeah, and clearly that knee injury has people scared. Like there could be a short shelf life on this kid, and that's why he's dropping. So, which to your point, Revel could be the guy, but will Revel be there at 68? You know what I mean? I don't know.
I think we might take him right now.
Yeah, it could be. I wouldn't be mad. He's definitely a Pete Carroll type. So I wouldn't be mad. Or if it's an offensive lineman, there's, like I say, to me, we got some needs that could have some immediate impact with this second pick. So it could go either way.
Yeah.
Well, it's interesting because the 2 teams that just picked clearly aren't picking for best available. They're picking for the spots that they need. So it'll be interesting to see what Seattle does here. And then it's the Seattle right now, and then the Browns next, and then the Raiders.
Yep, so. That's good. And I'm thinking that second Browns pick could be Sanders.
Could be telling.
Are we a little behind? The Browns are on the clock.
Doesn't surprise me at all.
I think it's kind of likely that it could be Sanders also at that second.
Yeah. Yep.
And I mean, what would they lose? They need a quarterback, and they're going to get one at a good quarterback on a rookie contract. Offset.
But who wants to go there? He doesn't even fit there. It seems weird.
I mean,
Browns.
Yeah.
The Browns are the draft quarterback killers, of course, but
And you know what? And on second thought, because I mentioned Johnny Manziel and I mentioned the other guy, and both of those guys are drafted by the Browns, so maybe they won't pick SHEDEUR because of that. You know, and I wasn't trying to compare SHEDEUR to those guys. Because SHEDEUR never have been in any kind of trouble. You know what I mean? It was just the bravado part. You know what I mean? As those guys had a little, had some off the field issues. And
so is anyone? Hold on, are we way behind? Are the Raiders already on the clock?
I show. I'm looking at Raiders on the clock already.
Really, I'm hella behind. They're just now announcing the Seahawk pick on mine. Richard Sherman is up, so I must be behind again.
They got Imanwari. The Seahawks got Imanwari.
So the Nick got.
They picked the safety, huh? Oh my goodness. Well, there goes that option. So I guess Pete Carroll won't be able to get another big safety. But like I say, we got Chin. So
Do we want Sanders?
do we want?
I don't think he would be bad as a backup. He can learn. He'll take a couple seasons to learn and tutelage. I don't think it's a bad option. How old is Geno Smith? He's good to have as an option.
But all those tank for Sander fans, if we got him in the second round, now when you look at him and give him that slow heads up, like, yeah. See, I got 4 minutes for the Browns. They're on the clock. Oh, no, the pick is in now. So they're moving pretty quickly here. Okay,
so who do we have left for the Raiders? Here we go. Drum roll.
A lot. I'm going to say there's a lot. I mean, I'm upset Higgins is gone. So
there's still a lot. There's still a lot left there. Oh, the pick is in.
Oh, here we go.
40 different starting quarterbacks since when? For the Browns?
Really, you're laughing at that? Seriously, we've had 40 in the past 5 years.
Right. Very true. That's why I call the Browns our cousins. That's our cousin team.
Oh, he's available. The Browns went with, what is that? Quinshawn Junkins?
Jenkins?
Running back from Ohio State.
Oh, Judkins? Is it Judkins?
Yeah.
They picked Judkins before. What's the other guy from Ohio State? Wow.
Yeah.
Travion? Wow, that's crazy. Yeah. Travion was QB1. I mean, running back 1 for Ohio State. Was it him or did they split time? Did him and Judkins split time?
No, I think Henderson was the main dude.
Judkins went first, huh? That's crazy. All right. Well,
the Raiders are on the clock.
Raiders are on the clock.
SHEDEUR Sanders available.
And he's available in the second round.
Man, if he doesn't get chosen, he's gonna really be.
This is a lot of the Raider Sanders fans going to be if we pass on him again.
What are the odds? I wish I knew the Vegas odds on this pick right now.
Hey, let's make a quick bet. Everybody pick a player. Next time we see each other, everybody got to buy you a drink. How about that?
All right.
Well,
one drink. I'm taking my dude out of Rebel. I'm taking my dude.
Okay.
I don't know.
Go with SHEDEUR.
Okay, fuck it, SHEDEUR.
Oh, dude, that's who I was going. I'll take Will Johnson. Screw it.
Whatever. All right.
I'll take Will Johnson, the cornerback.
Well, Boo, you want to get
in on with you, Omar.
All right.
So.
Interesting.
For the record, I was going to say Sanders. Spicy got it first, so I'm going Will Johnson, a need pick who slid.
Wait, who'd you get, Scotty? Sorry, who'd you say?
I got Revel.
The other cornerback.
Yeah.
Okay, well, let's see. Minute 20.
On the clock.
They're definitely using their time. The others went pretty quick, or maybe it just seems like time slowed down.
There's a lot of choices there. There's a lot of choices that we could get right now. There's a lot of good players.
We got to trade. Wait, hold on.
No.
Did we trade down?
No.
The Raiders.
No. They're not saying that the Raiders need a quarterback though. They're saying they need an O-line, wide receiver.
3 different starting quarterbacks in 24. Yes, we did.
That's every season. And 23 and 22.
And Bauer still balled out.
All right, the Raiders pick is in. We don't know what it is yet.
See, trade.
They didn't look inside our board,
wide receiver.
Oh, Raiders trade pick to Miami.
Oh, shit. We were like, fuck that pick.
I want to know what we get.
Oh, Raiders trade the pick to Miami.
Woo, they were taking a minute.
This isn't bad if we can pick somewhere soon.
Wait, what do we get, though?
Yeah.
That's what I want to know.
Now the Dolphins are on the clock.
Dolphins are on the clock. And we went.
Okay, so what do the Raiders get? And when's their next pick now?
I don't see our next pick until the third round. I don't see our next pick until the third round. Did we trade a player?
Well, I don't know. What did they trade though? They could have traded something. They could have swapped with them, maybe.
That's what I'm saying. I don't see it on here.
Right. They haven't told us what was the Dolphins' second round pick.
That's what I'm looking for.
Yeah, where did they pick?
As it stands, I mean, according to this one, we don't have a second round pick now.
Whoa.
I don't think we could have done that much damage. I mean, they would have had to really given us, to take away our second round pick.
Did we trade for a player? Did we get
Why are they not telling us?
That's what
okay, so we traded for more spots, I think.
Yeah, but did we trade out of the second round? What did we get? Like a bunch of third round picks? Let me go to the Raider app and see what they're saying.
Yeah, right.
Are you telling me anything?
Nobody's telling us. What's happening here?
Yeah, where's the draft tracker at, y'all? What the hell did you do? Let's see here. Oh no, so we're picking at 48 now.
Okay. So they just swapped with them.
So we dropped down, but
what more than that? So yeah, Dolphins at 48, but they must have gotten what else though? Do we know?
Yeah. Don't know, but now we got 3. Hold on. No, those are. Oh, we got another 4th round pick from the Dolphins, and we got a 3rd round pick for the Dolphins. So now we got 2 3s, and we got a 4.
And then we dropped to 48.
Gave us one of their compensatory picks. Looks like, yep.
Okay.
So, but yeah. So we got number 48 now is where we're picking, and then we're gonna have 2 3s. So.
All right. So the big question is who owes whom the drink? We going Dutch
now. Dang on it. But now I think I think Scotty might be more, because I think that's where Revel could fall to about 48. I mean, it wouldn't surprise me. But I think Will Johnson, isn't he still on the board? Jeez.
Lord. They must know more about that injury.
We've been showing everyone that was noted on our notes here as best available. Most of them are still available.
Yeah.
So teams aren't really picking for best available right now. They're just really picking for their needs in that aspect. So let's go through this list and see who's been drafted off this best available list. Nick has, and is that it?
And yeah, that's it.
That's it.
Yeah, because I was surprised that Judkins went before Henderson. I was like, what? That's why I was asking, who was the starting running back on Ohio State? Because I thought it was Henderson. So yeah, that's a surprise. But I mean, you know what? Hey, beauty's in the eye of the beholder.
I don't understand how this trade really helped us.
Get another 3rd and 4th round pick. Hey, Pete Carroll built the Legion of Boom between rounds 3 and 5. So I don't put anything. I definitely will not put anything past him. And I'm like, if he can repeat that kind of history, I'm with it.
I mean.
So yeah, just to circle back to make it clear, Mother Moon, why don't you read exactly what happened in this trade here for us,
So the Raiders received second round pick number 48, and then the third round pick number 98, and then fourth round pick at 135 at the 135 pick. So
and the Dolphins got the 37 and anything else?
Yeah, and they got to 143.
Okay.
So there's a lot of mixing and matching in.
Oh, so we gave them, is that a 5th or a 6th round pick too? We gave them our 37 and our 156 pick.
Yeah, so it looks like the 37th and so second round pick number 37 the Dolphins received, and the 5th round pick at number 143 the Dolphins received.
Okay, so then we just moved down in the second round, but now we got a 3rd and a 4th. All right, well, let's see what we do. Yeah. It all makes sense if we get some contributors with those picks. Especially, I think, with 48. So
what are we waiting on?
Yeah, what's that scheme? Scotty, walk us through this, because I see the look on your face. You look confused. You also did say you don't know how this helps us. So what are you thinking?
How does it help? I mean, we moved down 11 spots.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, it's only 11 spots. Why not take the player you want to get? Because all we added was all we really got was a 4th from a 5th, and then
another 3rd and another 3rd.
They got an extra pick. I'm thinking maybe
our player we want will be there at 48.
That's what I'm saying. Maybe the logic is, as we've been saying this whole time, there's so much to choose from. Maybe they'd be happy with any of the 5 they have in mind or something like that, 11 down, and they think they'll still be there, and then they can add a pick. That's
your guy still hasn't got picked yet. Let's just see that. Let's see.
Well, none of ours that we're all there's still a lot there.
Is gone. My guy is gone.
A lot there. Maybe they can get all the guys they want.
Did something just happen? New England?
Patriots pick is in. Let's see.
Let's see here.
All right, so we moved down 11 spots and added a 3rd rounder and moved up from the 5th to the 4th. All right, I guess.
Uh-oh. Scotty, okay, when the intro of the show, you said you were still happy. You're not looking as happy as you were 43 days ago.
The needle didn't seem to move that much, but okay, I guess it moved a little bit.
Well, let's see what they do with it. Like I say, it all makes sense depending on what they do and if those picks contribute. So let's see what they do.
There's a lot of juggling going on.
I mean,
drops.
Unless we're going to be a little bit shocked and they're going to start going a little bit off the wall and they're like, ain't nobody going to take him. We'll trade. We'll get an extra pick.
I mean, because I'm not mad getting an extra 3rd round pick.
I'm not mad at it either, but
especially depending on what we do at 48. What we do at 48 is going to, you know what I mean? Like I say, will make us feel really good.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? To pick up another 3rd.
Now we have to wait through 10 more picks.
Right. It's like, now we have to exercise our patience.
No. Okay, this is good.
For real.
Hey,
so excited.
Right, now I got to look at the draft order. I got to look at the draft order to see who's likely to take SHEDEUR now.
That is a good question. Let's see here.
Is in.
There you go. Trayvon Henderson went.
Yeah.
Running back at Ohio State to the Patriots.
All right. He's going to the
somebody that the Raiders would have chosen anyway either. So again, Scotty, just keep pushing him down. We feel good.
Here's the question. Will New Orleans take him at 40? Would the Cowboys take him at 44? Hell, will the Rams take him at 46? Hey, Stafford's been long in the tooth.
Hey, the 49ers could take him.
Will the 49ers take him? I mean, we already was saying.
The
Purdy
Cowboys are at 44.
feeling. So I mean, you never know.
There's a few people that could take him here.
Yeah, there's a few people that can take him before 48.
You know what? He may go to the Saints. He might go to the
Yeah.
Saints.
And even if he does, it was Shedeur Sanders, of course, is who we're talking about. And even if he does go to one of those teams, like, I'm not going to be sad about it. There's other needs that
I'm
need
not
to be
either.
addressed. There's going
Yeah.
to be the next draft and the next draft after that, and anything can happen in the offseason. So if the Raiders don't end up with Shedeur as a backup, there's plenty of time to kind of work that out. I don't think at this point, since they're sold on Geno Smith, obviously they signed him for that 3-year deal. There's no sense of urgency for a quarterback for the Raiders. I don't think at this point in their minds.
Well, and not for Shedeur Sanders at quarterback. I mean, if there was somebody that was really viable that we could really, look at, then okay. But I think you're right. I don't think we need to rush for Shedeur Sanders.
No. Like, okay, well, with that said, is it a wasted pick? Would we rather see them go somewhere else? Would we rather see the Raiders address more of an immediate need? I think in that aspect, if we're talking it through, probably.
Yeah, absolutely. I'd way much rather see them pick something we need. Yeah.
I go the other way. I would like us to pick Sanders. But I will definitely understand if we go for need. Oh, definitely would understand. But I also think we need to pick a quarterback still somewhere in here. You know what I mean? Whether it's Milroe or Howard down the line, because those are my only other two right there that I like in this draft. I like Will Howard. I like Jalen Milroe. Of course, Shedeur. So I'm like,
I'll tell you what. If at 48 we take Milroe, I wouldn't be mad at that. I don't think so, but I wouldn't be mad at it.
Yeah, no. I think if we don't get Shedeur in the second round, we'll probably go back. Probably maybe get Howard in the fourth.
Howard,
that's my mock draft.
Gabriel.
I had Howard in the fourth round.
There's still Tom, the Ohio State that just won a national championship under Chip Kelly. He's still on the board.
Yeah, that's what I said. Will Howard. I mean, he's he was a quarterback. Threw a decent amount of touchdowns, not a lot of interceptions. I'll take him in the fourth round. He knows the system. It'll be great competition for AOC.
The Browns are taking a long time here. They're taking all of their time. I'm wondering if they're going to make some sort of trade or move here.
Wait, I show the Bears on the clock.
Oh, there we go. The pick is in. The Bears, yeah, what'd I say? Sorry.
Oh, okay. You said the Browns.
Oh, the Bears, sorry. That's what I meant. Yeah, so the Bears pick is in, so we'll see where they go. I mean, they're clearly not going to pick a quarterback. They got Caleb Williams last year, number 1, so they're good in that aspect.
Let them take Shedeur. He can be over there with Caleb Williams, and they'll get along just great.
Jeez.
Yeah. Frat party.
I just want to say that whoever's in the war room with the Raiders, they're really putting some thought into this and stats, and I don't know what all else, but it's like they're thinking.
It sure does seem like that. It sure does seem like that.
Yeah. Smart game this time and last time.
Yeah.
Well, I think they're playing a longer game too, right?
Mm-hmm.
I think for once the Raiders are finally going to see these decisions that they've made in the offseason through more than a year or a half a season. Like, we're going to see this team, I think, develop for the next two to 3 years, which is what they need, what needs to happen for them to gain any momentum and become a winning team. Like, I really think they don't have this short-sighted look to things at the moment. I feel like all the other moves with Gruden leaving and they're having to be an interim coach and they're having to find someone and they're switching again. Like, all of those decisions seem like they were made just so, like, they were such rash decisions. This does seem a lot more thought out.
We've had more interim coaches than we've had touchdowns. I'm tired of this shit.
Certainly more wins. What's good, OGV Raiderette in the house? Join us over on YouTube.
Definitely. Get in the conversation. So at 48. So are we still holding on to the same 3 players we think we're at 37 now? Because they're all 3 still on the board.
Still there. I think we got to wait till we get there.
We can hold our picks until get
Oh, there's
Bears
another
pick
wide
Luther
receiver
Burden.
off the board, Omar. The Bears pick Luther Burden, the third wide
Burden.
receiver
Yeah.
That
out of
just
Missouri.
makes sense. They got a really good. They got that. They really got a good wide receiver there.
Yep.
So the wide
Yep,
receivers
yep.
are falling off.
So
right.
Bonsignor is reporting by sliding down 11 picks in the second round, the Raiders essentially recouped the third round pick that traded away for Geno Smith. Okay.
All right.
Now
so we
he's
have the
talking to me.
Saints up.
Maybe he's hearing us. He's like, Scotty, what the hell's wrong with you?
Okay, I mean, whatever.
All right. They're making us wait.
They are making us wait. Something to look forward to, I suppose.
We got Saints, right? They're taking SHEDEUR.
Yeah, they're up.
I
You
think
so?
I would take that bet. I would take that bet. I mean,
he's
Carr,
going to be
run
under
for
some great
25.
tutelage there, right?
huh?
Whoa. Oh, no. Oh, okay. Sorry.
Oh, what happened, bro?
I know, right? That face scared me.
No, it's
Pick your
because
jaw off the floor. What just happened?
I read it wrong. It said Panthers and the Bears trade, but they're saying that that they got Luther Burton for the Panthers trade previous in 2023. Sorry, you know what? Just let's forget this happened. Just
Listen, this Raiders trade has got you all discombobulated. You were stuck
so
on getting
organized.
someone at 37. You were on your high, and now look. Now you
I
just
was ready
fallen
to
apart.
go. I had my hand on the trigger. I was ready to pull.
All right, Saints on the clock.
Saints on the
Are
clock.
they gonna pull the trigger? Is this Sanders?
It's SHEDEUR.
Is it SHEDEUR?
If he doesn't go to the Saints,
Oh wait, I have the pick is in. Quarterback. Shuck.
what?
Let's see.
I don't know. Everyone's lost their minds.
Hold on.
All of a sudden, we can't read.
I know, right?
On the clock. Let's go.
Well, who? I forget who's the dude for the Saints? Who's their quarterback? I'm not being
Right
funny.
now,
Like the backup.
It's gonna be
Who is it?
Spencer Rattler.
Rattler. That's right. That's right.
Yeah. So, yeah, and look at their Saints needs. First thing, QB. So,
Yeah, here's the thing. The Saints are in cap space hell also. So for them to get a rookie quarterback right now, probably do them a lot of favors.
oh yeah.
Why are they in cap space? I wonder.
Oh, that's
Tyler Shuck. Quarterback. The Saints picked.
Who?
Shuck. I think I'm pronouncing that
What are
correctly.
you saying? Let me see. What
No
you're looking
way. They picked some dude named Tyler. Who?
Oh no,
Is
they picked a dude out of Louisville.
Louis? Oh, okay. I never watched him, but I heard he was decent. But he still wasn't one of the ones I wanted to draft. But I heard he was decent though. So
Louisville, yes.
I don't know what she's looking at. I don't know. Has the pick even been announced?
look at that. She's got future cam.
It's been announced. I'm just ahead a little bit of everyone. I have Taylor Shuck out of Louisville for the quarterback that the Saints picked.
Wow. Another quarterback before Sanders? Wow.
Let's see if it's actually.
That's
look.
before Sanders.
I'm burning with old boy right now. I'm like, man, let it burn. Right? I'm burning with him now. I'm like, oh.
Hey, the Cowboys might take SHEDEUR.
Let's
oh my
see.
gosh, Scotty, you after every pick.
Let's do it.
The next
They're one of the places that I thought he could go because, I mean, their guy can't play the big game. So, Dak Prescott just seems to.
This guy. Nobody believes in this SHEDEUR guy, I guess, huh?
Right?
Sometimes you can't come in flashy.
Third round pick?
I'm starting to feel bad for SHEDEUR.
Shit.
You can't come in flashy. You can't come in with your mom and daddy to the interview into your workspace.
You know what, Mother Moon, you made a good point that I read that someone was saying, and and they were, and when I read it, they were, like trying to pump, like, hey, SHEDEUR isn't as bad as everybody says. But one of the things they did say that they thought was that could be an issue is the fact that he hasn't been coached by someone else, not being his father. And
yeah.
it's like getting thrown out the nest. It's a 50-50. Will he fly? You know what I mean? Is he going? And I heard that, and I was like, I wonder if
analogy.
Is that not a good analogy?
or maybe that is maybe he wants his dad to come and be on the team he's on, and they're not willing to take
I'm just
him.
saying, you're going to be out in the wild, and you're going to get
himself into whatever team he's on.
Yeah. So yeah, and like that's the whole Sanders effect. So yeah, but oh well, he got passed by another QB. So
the Jets got from Pittsburgh, right?
Who? Fields? Justin Fields?
Justin Fields,
right? That's their quarterback. Yeah. Yeah, and he's still young. I mean, what? Justin Fields is what? Only been, he's still a young QB.
Maybe.
Yeah, so
the Bears are back on the clock.
I mean,
what picks do they have?
According to my philosophy, you draft a QB until you have a franchise QB. I don't care who I just picked up. That would be my philosophy in a quarterback-driven league. So, I mean, every year they make another rule against the defense to help all. And so you got to have a QB. So.
I'm like you, Omar. I just like, how do you know who that is, right? I mean, you're already saying you're kind of already making the statement that SHEDEUR's a franchise quarterback, and we don't even know that yet, right?
It's going to be decent, but I mean, it's still. Look how many guys who even played better than SHEDEUR in college come and stink it up in the NFL. It is such a 50-50.
That's what I'm saying. We just don't know.
Go look at Patrick Mahomes' stats in college and tell me you would have thought he would have been as good as he is in the NFL. I didn't see anything that jumped out like, oh my God, this dude is going to be hella good. You know what I mean? It is. To me, it's a gamble. It's a gamble with all these guys. So,
yeah, Bills on the clock. 240.
I'm almost wanting more to know where SHEDEUR is going to go than to see what we're going to pick. Man,
sorry, Arthur. Hope you weren't waiting back there too long. Let's add our buddy Arthur to the show.
Welcome to SHEDEUR.
Good.
We got a mess going on here, Arthur.
I see that. No,
I mean, for a minute now. What are your thoughts? What are your thoughts on that with the trade and everything that's happened, Arthur?
I love the trade. I thought it was a great deal, honestly. I'm a little sad to see Luther Burden go off the board when he did, but I mean, I had three names going in today. I had Schlesinger, who went to the Browns with the first pick in the second round. I had Luther Burden, and then my guy Will Johnson still on the board. So I mean, we can trade back, pick up a few extra picks like we did, and still get Will Johnson.
Damn,
I'll leave here tonight. I mean, happier than I did yesterday. Even I think.
What about the injuries with Johnson?
The knee.
I get it. And listen, I hear you, and I hate drafting injured players like we did with Tyree and in the past, but I mean, you can't.
I get. What was his name? Conley, the cornerback we got with the heart condition that we took a gamble on, and he never panned out. So I get it. I get why teams are passing on him. You know what I mean? But we do know that if he's good to go, he's going to be a heck of a player for somebody.
Trayvon Merrick had injury issues coming in too, and that panned out. So I mean, he's never.
We took Jamarcus Russell, and he couldn't even watch TV.
That's true. I mean, that was an injury. He just was just stupid.
Man, oh man!
Wow.
Well, that one's never going to get all right. You're always going to make fun of that one.
Tyler Show is another quarterback off the board, and Sanders is still there, man. Wow. So I guess we didn't have to tank for Sanders.
We did not have to tank for Sanders.
Oh, gosh. That was dumb. Oh, speaking of Jamarcus Russell.
Uh-oh.
I just realized I have a really cute number 2 jersey. I just need a new name plaque.
Yeah.
Oh, you know what? Genty can't use number 2 then.
No,
He
please
got to
don't.
change.
Right.
He said that shit is jinxed.
Carlson's
No, he thought he's
right
going to
now.
turn it around.
He's gonna He's gonna reinvent number 2. He's gonna reinvent it if he is number.
Dude, he's using it. He already changed his Instagram handle to Deuce. It's done.
Man, oh, man. Can we give him 22? 22 is a running back number. Give him 22. Double Deuce.
Dang.
Oh, what happens if SHEDEUR gets chosen? They're going to fight over the Deuce?
Oh, man.
We don't
Wow.
even
Oh, man.
No, it shouldn't be a fight because Genty would be a starter and Sanders would be a backup. So
Yeah.
Hey,
Anyways,
hey.
first.
Shots fired. Shots fired.
no shots, just facts, man. Just facts. Just facts.
Shots fired. Hey, Arthur, I got my guy, Revel. Have you taken a look at him?
I have. Yes.
How do you like him?
I do.
You do?
Yeah.
Yes,
Oh,
I
yeah.
do, absolutely.
Hey,
Yeah.
you got to get in on the bet with us. No, we got to get in on the bet.
We have to get to our pick first. We don't know who's going to be there yet.
I know we got
The
time.
Bill pick is in.
Let's take it pick. So right now,
We
I'm
have
Will
TJ Sanders.
Johnson. He's
All right,
Rebel.
guys, we got the
he's
Bills
Sanders.
pick in. Go ahead, Mother Moon. Tell them what it is.
It is TJ Sanders.
All right,
That is
our picks
South
are still
Carolina.
going. Our picks are still good.
Sanders?
TJ Sanders,
Yeah,
he's a defensive tackle from South Carolina. I
Defensive
believe.
tackle.
Yeah.
Our picks are still good. So
All
So
right.
Yeah.
close.
None of these guys are even on our radar. Or I don't think I haven't heard you guys mention them, right? So we're still good for picks that would make us happy.
So Arthur, who's your pick, man? At 48, who's your? Well, and I'll tell you. So Spicy is Sanders. I'm Will Johnson. He's Revel.
Oh man, see now I'm gonna have to go with somebody else. I had Will Johnson on as mine.
No, he's mine.
Let me see who else is. I'm trying to think about who else is out there as far as. No, I have to think of something else. Maybe offensive
We
line.
have the Jets on the clock.
Let me take a look here.
Subject to change if any of them get drafted
Right.
before the
Then you
Raiders.
have to change it if they get drafted. You got to change.
No,
You know
wait.
what?
If they get
I'll go
drafted,
Mike
you're out.
Green. I'll
They
take
get
Mike
drafted,
Green.
you're out.
No. We made this bet when they were 37.
Yeah. Oh, hey, keep going. None of our people have been picked.
I'll go
I'm not
Mike
letting
Green.
it ride.
Wait, who?
I'll go Mike Green, the edge rusher from Marshall.
Wow, he is still on the board, isn't he?
Yeah, that's a good one.
Wow. Okay. All right.
Actually, I
All
like
right.
that one better. I hope you're right.
Yeah. So
Some more edge.
absolutely. I mean, he's
Yeah,
just he can
even
just
Warriors
quarterback guy.
and taken off the board.
That's
Yeah.
scary.
And
TJ
my
Sanders
receiver
looks like-
Higgins is off the board. So
Yeah. Oh, Trey Henderson's gone.
Trey Anderson's got
Yeah, let's pull up this our little notes here of the best available is I thought a lot of these players would go, but they really just haven't. A lot of them are still available. So let's take a look just to refresh our memory here and see
Yeah.
who has been taken off the board. This is what they have as best available. So everyone, let's see, Nick
Emirari is
gone.
gone. Yeah.
and Trayvon is gone.
He's
That's it,
gone.
right?
Yeah. Yep.
So according to this, there's still 8 of the top 10 best available players still, and you see kind of a wide array of positions there. Of course, the Raiders aren't in the market for a tight end. They could do quarterback. There's probably some more wide receivers that aren't on this list that are still good. Let's see, Mike Green. I like that choice, Arthur, that you made. I think that would be a good one as well.
huge. I wouldn't hate Trey Amos either. Trey Amos would be. I mean, that's another big corner.
Yeah, that's
Trey
what
Harris. Oh no, Amos. You're talking
Amos.
about. Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I was saying. I wouldn't mind seeing him.
Yeah, absolutely.
So at this point, do you think the Raiders are looking more offensively or defensively?
I don't know. I was thinking another Trey Harris from Ole Miss, but he's the wide receiver. And I was thinking because he's a 6'2" receiver, I'm thinking, hey, he'll be there at 48.
Right.
I think we're gonna go defense right now because there's some really good defensive players.
Too.
Yes.
And then in the third, fourth, and fifth, you can always go and build your trenches in there.
100%.
Always. So I think we might go defense here.
Yeah, I kind of feel like
Especially
it might be
what's
leaning
still
that
left
way.
out there.
Especially with Will Campbell sliding down right about now at 48. If he's still there, man, I think I would have to roll those dice. I think I would have to roll the dice.
Which number are we on right now, Mother Moon? Are we on 40, what, 1, 2?
2 or 43?
We're on 42. The Jets. San Francisco's up next.
Boo.
Yeah.
Which we're a little behind here, but they're on. San Francisco's on the clock, from what I see.
Oh, so the Jets pick is in. San Francisco is on the clock. So we'll see. Well, the Jets, both of them could probably use a quarterback themselves, right?
All right. I say Dallas takes Shedeur. What's his name? Dak
44
gets shipped off to some other team. Yeah, it's gotta happen. Dallas is gonna take Shedeur.
You think he's not going to go in as a backup if they pick him? You think they're going to trade Dak?
I want to get rid of that contract, I bet.
Okay.
Who would take Dak though?
Yeah, who would pay it? Yeah, exactly.
Who would I mean, in my mind, it would be better just to keep Dak and let Sanders sit for a season and then get rid of Dak.
Yeah,
Pittsburgh took Russell Wilson and Denver was still paying him.
Yeah, that was great. Yeah. We should have done that.
We should have done that. I wasn't for it, but then since someone else is paying it, we should have done that.
Right. Dang on it. We missed a little opportunity there to stick it in their eye.
So we have Shedeur Sanders, Will Johnson, Mike Green, Donovan, I don't know how to say his last name. I can't see it. And Elijah Arroyo is looking like is what the ESPN is reporting as the 5 best players available. So we'll see.
Arroyo's out of Miami, isn't he?
Right in for Miami.
Ooh, they're chilling.
Will Johnson. So number one, they
finally peeked in on Deion Sanders, and he's in Canton, Texas. The party is definitely downsized.
You know what? I'm gonna have to go. I'm gonna go over there with Deion and just be like, bro, I don't know what to tell you, man. It's all right, man. It's cool.
Do you think this whole marketing thing that they did just backfired? Do you think that's part of it?
Hell yeah, it backfired.
I think all the noise.
That's what I mean. Yeah.
I think everything they did just amounted to
Mason Taylor for the Jets have picked Mason Taylor,
tight end at LSU.
Taylor.
The Raiders wouldn't have picked, so we still have options.
Yeah.
Like all these teams are choosing players. I don't think the Raiders would have any interest in. So this is looking like to be a good trade, like Arthur said, because now we're already into 43. We're coming up at 48, and these aren't players the Raiders would have went with.
Yeah.
I don't know if we would have passed on Higgins though.
True.
I don't know if we would have passed on him. Yeah, because man.
Well, they probably know because they traded.
That picture we plugged in of our offense and you put Higgins on there, man, shit. That would have been. I'd have been a happy man. Tell you that much.
Yeah.
That's a fair point. But if they really wanted him and they thought he would fit in there, they would have kept their spot most likely.
Or jumped up. No, he was gone by the time the Dolphins offered to trade. He was gone. He was the second off the board. I see. He was gone real high. We would have had to jump up, but.
Well, so not an option. Okay, yeah. So after the trade, nothing. I don't think anything between 37 and 42 was.
Through now from the trade down, nothing that we would have. Because it was
San
2 running.
San Francisco pick is in.
Okay, San Francisco pick is in. What do we got, Mother Moon?
We have a drum roll.
Uh-oh. Is it finally
drum roll.
Coming up.
Sure.
Dang.
No one yet.
She doesn't know yet. She just wanted to say that to get us excited for no reason. I'm not sure what Mother Moon's got going on over there.
Clickbait, Mother Moon. That was clickbait.
I know. What was that? She even said drum roll like something was happening.
He got some faithful to the Bay. They really tried to milk that after the Raiders left, that faithful to the Bay thing. Get out of here.
Blah, blah, blah.
Okay, Alfred Collins, DT out of Texas.
All right, they went defense again, huh?
Yeah.
They went defense again. Wow.
All right.
They're trying
Their
to shore up.
faith
Got
is
rid
in
of
Brock
everybody
Purdy.
but Brock Purdy.
Their faith is in Brock Purdy.
Alfred Collins, huh?
We'll see. What did the 49ers finish this year? Like, what they have, like 6 wins, something like that?
Something like
So.
that.
5
they
wins?
were behind us. Maybe
They
6.
were only like 2 spots behind us, or 2 or 3 spots
Yeah.
behind us.
Didn't they? And did they lose both their wide receivers or just Debo?
Just
I
I
Debo
know
right
they
now.
lost Debo.
Debo. Okay.
Debo.
And McCaffrey's what? He's still injured. Yeah, I think they're gonna have a rough season.
Yay.
Right.
Yay.
That's
We have
probably why
Dallas on
they're
the clock at number
Dallas pick is
44.
in. Shedeur
Oh,
Sanders. Here
okay.
it comes.
Uh-oh.
It's
Oh my gosh.
Shedeur.
If we had a drinking game, Scotty,
No.
that would have been it. You would have gotten everybody wasted the amount of times you said Shedeur.
Please, pick
If we
Shedeur.
had a drinking game that says every round he doesn't get picked, we take a shot. We'd be
Oh,
out.
goodness. I
We
gotta
be
win.
off the
99
show by
bottles
now.
of beer on the
We'd
wall.
be out by now. Like, it's
I don't want
over.
whiskey.
Playing his own drinking game over there.
Dang. Oh man. Yeah.
Oh,
We
on the
getting
clock.
closer here.
Cowboys pick is in. All right.
Come on, Mother Moon. Talk to us.
Future Cam. What say you? Shoot.
Shedeur. I know they're going to take Shedeur.
You think so? You think
So,
Prime?
you're that confident?
You think Dad called Uncle Daddy and said draft my son?
Probably said
Then
draft
that would
my
make
son
it
and I'll come
real
coach for you
interesting
in
if
2
he
years.
inserts himself. Go ahead, Arthur.
I said he probably said draft my son and I'll come coach for you in 2 years.
Oh yeah, that's what I was just about to say. He would really want to insert himself there with the Cowboys and be in a coaching
Exactly.
role, right?
All right. I think the Rams could possibly be a landing spot too, man. I do. Matthews is a little, Stafford is a little long in the tooth. So
Donovan Ezra, Dallas has picked.
Oh,
well, that don't
Yeah.
sound like Sanders to me. Wow.
Shedeur keeps dropping.
Yeah.
Wow, man.
He isn't taken in this round.
Arthur. Okay, well, I don't think we've heard from you too much about Shedeur in terms of what do you feel that if he's still available when the Raiders come up? Do you think that they should take him or they should take somebody else?
If we're gonna go quarterback not at 40, at 60, if we're talking like later in the 3rd round, honestly, for me, if we're gonna take a project quarterback, I would rather take Jalen Melrose at this point. Shedeur's gonna sit for the next. I mean, Geno Smith's our quarterback for at least the next 2 seasons for sure.
Yeah.
And if you're taking a guy like Genty, you're in a win now mode. So Shedeur can't help us win right now. So why would we even think about taking him? If I want someone who's going to sit the bench and learn, and it has a little bit of upside, I think I would rather just go with the Jalen Milroe.
I'd love to get Jalen Milroe.
Yeah,
I'd love to get him.
Get someone to teach him how to throw the ball, and in 2 years, see what we got with him. That's my opinion.
Boom. Boom.
Fair enough. I'm with you. I think maybe just because we're all running out of patience and we just want to see some immediate impact, right? We want to see who can help the team right now. And I was saying, I think there's still several seasons, to your point, Arthur. Geno's going to be the coach for the next 2 years at least. He signed for 3, obviously. And there's going to be other quarterbacks coming up next draft.
Yes.
And quarterbacks could be signed in the offseason, just kind of like how we picked him up, right? So there's going to be options in the next 2 seasons where maybe this is not an immediate need right now, but we all thought it was, right? So maybe it's kind of hard to get out of our mind too, because I think we were all coming into the season, it's definitely at the end of the last season, in panic mode. Like, we need every quarterback possible to see what sticks. That's kind of my mentality was towards the last season. Like, the Minshew signing was terrible.
Yes.
Horrible. And then had to get rid of him. And then we were just kind of like, I feel like in panic mode. People didn't really believe in AOC. And I can't even remember who else it was anymore, to be honest.
Yeah.
I just
Maybe
think
the
about
panic mode has calmed down a little bit, is what I'm saying.
Sure.
Well, if I was
Desmond Ridder wasn't the answer. Desmond Ridder was the other quarterback you're thinking of, and he wasn't the answer either.
I just think about the Falcons. They brought in a guy who had been playing pretty decent, gave him a good contract, and they still drafted QB in the 1st round. And then you go into the season and look what happened. That quarterback they got, that free agent quarterback they got, didn't finish the season. I like Geno Smith. I think I think what we've seen, I do think we'll keep seeing it. But like I said, I wouldn't mind if we pick another quarterback because, hey, right now, Geno Smith ain't our franchise quarterback, at least by playing. So it's still a question mark until it ain't in my mind. And like I say, that's not a knock on Geno Smith. That's just reality.
Well,
you know,
Mark, do you think that SHEDEUR Sanders has the talent that Michael Penix does?
That Michael Penix does? I think Michael Penix played better than SHEDEUR did statistically, but I think both to me have a very good capability. I think Penix had a bigger arm than SHEDEUR, but SHEDEUR was more accurate than Penix. You know what I mean? SHEDEUR is also a lot more durable than Penix. So to me, we all know your availability is your best ability. So he edges Penix right there. So you know what I mean? It's a crapshoot. It's a crapshoot, but it's one that we got to keep rolling the dice on until we have a sealed stamp guy who's played well for us consistently to be called our franchise quarterback. So draft, keep doing like to me. That just like I say, that would be my philosophy. Where I pick one, I don't know. You know what I mean? Best player available. If I got someone who was arguably, everybody did not knock the fact that he was a first-round grade quarterback earlier in the offseason, and then all of a sudden the noise just took that and said, nope. So looking through the clouds, and if I'm there, he's there at 48, I think I'll take him. Unless, like I say, unless there's somebody we know that they absolutely believe is going to be another home run hitter, day one starter there, then, I'm not going to be mad if we go another way because, hey, guess what? To me, Will Howard will be down there in the 4th or 5th round that I liked as well. So,
yes, right. I'm not saying don't draft a quarterback in this draft. I am all for getting a quarterback in this draft.
Yeah.
I just don't know if we need to reach at one at 48.
Yeah, I hear you.
Let me ask you guys this regarding the quarterback position. So if whoever the quarterback is, if the Raiders end up drafting a quarterback this season in this draft, wherever that might land, would you, and hypothetically speaking, of course, so we don't even know who it would be, but do you think whoever it would be automatically puts AOC down to 3rd? Or do you think that
battle for the backup spot? Oh, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, it's a new system. So it's new to AOC. Short of Howard, who already was in the system in Ohio State, though, if it's Sanders or anyone else, it's going to be a new system for them. So, may the best QB win the backup role. So, well, but I think even if it's Howard, even if we get Howard, who does know the system, he would still have to battle against AOC to get the QB2 spot. So,
well, if I was,
we're on to the Colts. Who did the Colts get? Do we know?
Dewey Maloau. I'm not
Come
sure.
on, bro. You got this.
Dewey Maloau. JT Maloau.
Defensive tackle.
The Colts pick JT Tui Malau, edge out of Ohio State.
Oh, another Ohio State player, huh? All right.
Rams are on the clock.
JT Tua Malolau.
Go ahead, Scotty. Say your line. Say your line, Scotty. Say your line.
I don't know. If I was the sports writer for the Colorado Tribune, which I don't know that exists or not, my headline tomorrow morning would be "Poor SHEDEUR." That's what it would be. Man, oh man, this dude had a whole press conference up.
It's tight end. Ferguson, Terrence Ferguson, tight end. So
is that for the Rams?
Chosen.
The Rams went tight end, huh? Wow. Well, you're way ahead of me, Mother Moon. I'm still showing the Colts pick. Your future cam is on point.
Arizona's on the clock.
Arizona's on the clock.
All right, we're up next.
Yeah, let's go.
So another tight end. I feel like it's been tight end heavy.
All of our people are still on the board.
We are.
Yes.
All of them.
Including SHEDEUR.
Oh my goodness.
All
the Rams
are
going to take, right? See, it took him a while to get to his line, but now he's there.
No, I don't think the Rams are going to take him. I don't think the Rams will take him.
No, didn't you just say the Rams picked the tight end?
Yeah.
I wasn't sure. Mother Moon.
Arizona's on the clock now.
Yeah, Arizona's on the clock.
Yep. And they're still rolling with Tyler Murray, right? Kyler Murray, I mean.
Yeah, Kyler Murray. Oh yeah.
So Donovan.
And to you, Omar's Rams, Terrence Ferguson, tight end out of Oregon.
Okay. Yeah, that's who the Rams picked. Terrence. All right.
Man, there's still a lot of big names on the board right now.
It is.
Yeah. This draft is crazy. This is the second round. We knew the second round was going to be all over the place. So
this is wild.
All right, so we're on. Okay, so of all of our picks still there. Arthur? Who'd you pick? Raiders. Sorry.
I have Mike Green.
Mike Green. That's right.
Yeah, Green. Yeah. So.
Who's on the clock now? It's Arizona. Arizona's on the clock.
They show Rams, but it is Arizona's on the clock.
Yep. Crazy.
Arizona is 47, so we're up next.
We're up next. Come on, Arizona, just get out of the way now because we want to do our thing.
Well, I was only planning on having one of these, but I'm gonna take a little break and get me a little drinky drink for this number 4.
It's going quick. It's going quick. You better hurry.
Dang.
Playing his own SHEDEUR drinking game.
He said, shoot.
It's just minutes, seconds before we're.
I know. Watch, he's going to be off camera one day. We won't be able to see his reaction.
I'm gonna go with Scotty's first thought for the first pick, and I'm gonna say it for the second pick. Just don't fuck it up.
There you go. What's up, Carlton? He says we need best CB available. What's up, my peeps? What's up? What do you guys think of his?
What's up, my brother? Oh yeah. Well, that would be Will Johnson right now. I mean, I think he's the unanimous best player, at least best cornerback available right now. So,
all right, guys, I'm back up on my bullshit.
I think. I recited your phrase for the draft and for the first round pick of just don't fuck it up. Here at 48. There's a lot on the board right now.
It would take a lot to mess this one up, right? Because there's a lot of good options.
All right. There's a lot of good options. I mean,
hey, look, Chip Kelly got his piece. Maybe it's time for Carroll to get his piece in this for the second pick.
All right.
He's gonna go defense.
We'll see. So?
We'll see.
I'm like, we have a lot of needs, so I'm just like, you know.
Why does it seem like the Arizona has been on the clock for too long?
Okay, Arizona's pick is in. Arizona has picked a quarterback. Don't know which one yet. Johnson.
Huh?
Let's hold on. I'm getting details.
Oh, you said cornerback.
Will Johnson is the pick.
They picked my guy off the board. I got to find someone else now.
Oh, you got to pick someone else.
Dang it. I got to find someone else. All right. Best player available overall. Will Johnson. He gone. All righty. So let's see here. I'll go. I was going to say, I'll go Trey Amos. But do I really want to? Do I really?
I actually think that the Raiders are probably going to go defense as well. But I'll stick with my pick.
You'll stick with Sanders? All right.
Sure. But I think it's going to be defense.
Yeah.
I think, dude, I like both of the Treys right now.
Me into that one. I'll just keep it.
Trey Harris or Trey Amos. I'm like, can I go Treys? and say either Trey Harris or Trey Amos, both from Ole Miss. One is a wide receiver, one's a cornerback.
Those good picks. I'd be okay with either one.
Right? I'm like, I'm gonna go with one of the trays, man. One of the trays. Because we could use either or. So
We're still on the clock. Time is ticking.
You know, it happened 45 minutes later than expected, but it's coming. We hope.
If they trade down again, man, I don't know what to tell you.
I know, right? That's what I was. That's
why
what
y'all
I was just looking. I'm like, what's going on over there? Checking my ticker over there. Like, is there anything happening?
Like, why are you playing with my emotions?
Dude, Scotty will freak out. If that happens, I think Scotty will just like walk off.
Nah, because I think it might be good. I mean, depending on how far down we go, because everything has been pushed down.
There's still a lot there. Yeah, that's true.
Everything's been pushed down. I mean, shoot, if we get 2 picks real quick, and a few spaces down, I'm down for that.
Yeah, add another third.
Yeah.
Hey. Now we sold. All right, Raiders, come on.
Ooh, are we on the clock?
We're on the clock.
Oh, yeah, we've been on the clock for a minute.
Oh, I'm just now saying that freaking Arizona's on the clock. Son of motherless goat.
The Raiders have been on the clock for how long do you think now, Mother Moon? 2-3 minutes at least?
Yeah, at least that. They're using every second.
Yeah, they are. Which was what they did last time. So
I get it.
Unless they're working a trade.
That part. Can you imagine?
Oh. Trading down.
These coaches salivate over draft picks, so if they can get more of them, I feel like that makes them happy. Especially if a lot of players that they want are still on the board.
Right.
Oh, Vincent Bonsignor just posted Raiders are trading back again. I'm not lying.
Yeah,
I'm not lying. That's what's coming up.
Oh, we got to trade.
It's the wind up.
The Titans are trading up with the Raiders.
Oh, another trade.
Okay, hold on.
Will Johnson just went. Yeah, he went to Arizona.
I don't know what the trade is yet. Hold on.
But we're trading again?
I feel like I'm being held hostage.
Wow.
Going wild.
We trading back again.
This one coming because they're taking so long.
I'm like, I'm like, we didn't like nobody?
All right, breaking news. The Raiders are trading with the Texans. I don't know the details of it yet, but it is official. The
Higgins.
What position are the Texans in? Was it a straight swap or it couldn't be a straight swap, but did they swap as well?
That's a good question.
The Texans were at 58.
Oh, we moved. Damn, we almost at the third round. Wait, when does the third round pick up at 60?
64.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah, the last pick in the second is 64.
Wow. So we're trading all the way
trade 48 to the Texans.
Hey. What are we getting?
99. Hold on. Coming in by pieces. Hold on.
Wow.
Man.
All right, guys. We should get in there for another 10.
Wow.
Jesus.
Now I'm really feeling good about one of the trays.
All right. Bonsignor is saying Raiders swing another trade, slide down to number 58 with Houston, and pick up another third round at 99 overall.
Oh, another third. I'm not. All right. Well, wait. Okay. I'm going to say I'm not mad pinning on who we grab at 58.
Right.
All right, guys. So here are the official details. So yes, the Texans do receive the second round pick, the Raiders' second round pick, number 48, which is what they traded down to. The Raiders receive the Texans' second round pick at number 58. Of course, we know that. And the third round pick of 99, which is what you just said. But I think we're just confirming that now. So that's what they have. Arthur, what do you think? Another third round pick. How many is this now? Is this 3 in the third?
That'd be 3.
Yeah.
Do you like this trade?
With that? Yeah, especially if, like I said, once again, if we're moving back because our guy is still on the board, or a few guys are looking at are still on the board, and we can still pick him up. I mean, I'm loving it. Yeah, give me some, like you said, those picks they're huge, especially a third round pick. I mean, that's a lot of value.
Third round, yeah. You can get day one starters in the third round.
There's a lot of
You know
value.
what I mean? So I'm not too mad. I just want to, man, let's just,
I mean, we just talked about it earlier. You can build your offensive line in the third round. So, I mean, yeah, I'm way good with that.
So I'm thinking they have more than one guy in mind. You said, Arthur, if they can get their guy, they must have like 5 guys that they're good with at different positions, but they're going to be happy with if they keep trading back. I mean, this goes all the way back to 21 spots. That's a huge decline. I know they did pick up 2 extra draft picks in the third round, but this makes me think that they've got a couple guys in mind that they would be happy with, that they're confident that will still be there at that number.
right. Yeah, and it might have been somebody they were considering to reach for, like, oh, it'll be a reach at 37. But if we get the opportunity to trade back, and they may have been the one making calls. Hey, do you want 37? We don't know. To try to, because they knew that who they liked is further down, that they would get down there. So we'll see. I mean, it happens, and if it works out, that's great. That's great drafting. Yeah. So,
wow, we have. Where is it?
What's
we
that?
have 58, 68, 98, 99, 108. Damn.
Wow.
135.
Yeah.
Wow.
not bad. 3 threes, 2 4s, 2 6, 3 6s, and a 7, huh? All right. Well,
I mean,
that
we
means
still,
10 picks? Because they started with what?
We still have a second.
Yeah.
Right.
The 58 is still the second. I mean, that only dropped us 10
So
points.
how many picks are remaining total?
For us, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10.
Wow.
10 picks. We started with 9.
9, yeah.
And we still got 10 left.
And 4 of them are in the top 100.
yeah. So we picked up 2 extra picks.
We have 4 more picks. They're actually with 50 to go. We have 4 of the next 50 picks.
Yeah.
Talk about a rebuild.
Yeah.
This is like total.
Vitek loves his draft.
Yeah.
Loves his draft.
Yep.
I just got a text. Can we make a
10?
fucking pick?
They're testing the Raider Nation's patience, my friend. They're like, come on, god dang it. Pick somebody. Pick somebody.
We're going to walk out of here with 27 picks by tonight.
So it's interesting. That second, third round pick at 99, it started with New York. New York, that was part of the trade that went from New York to Houston, then from Houston to the Raiders. So that goes all the way back to early in the first round, I believe.
Well,
Nope, we got another trade.
I guess that bottle of Jameson going to take a hit today.
Yeah.
Man, right? Shoot, I'm like, man, I need to get up and pour me a drink. Jeez.
Hey.
That's a great idea. I'm all, you know what, Omar? That's a great idea. I'll be back.
All
I
right.
agree.
All the cool people do it, Omar.
Texans
Totally
pick.
agree.
They got he's out too. You're dropping here. Where's everybody going? Everyone went to the bar. Bring you back a drink.
Yeah. No, I mean, looking at it like this with all the, there's so many players getting pushed down. I kind of dig this. I'm starting to like the idea. I guess I don't know. Everybody's talking. Everybody's on the phone right now, right?
Yep, everyone's trying to swing a deal.
Everybody's calling each other.
Now, here's the thing. Listen, these picks, the way they're coming in, the Raiders could trade again. If they know their guys are still going to be there, like I said, these coaches salivating over these draft picks,
They gotta be.
10 picks is a ton of picks in any draft, but to have left not even midway toward the end of this,
there was no line at the bar.
Nice. So here's what we're looking at right now, upcoming for the Raiders. Obviously, in the second round, they dropped down. Now they're going from 37 to 58 with that trade that just happened from Houston. Then they've got the third round at 68, which they had originally. Then in the third round again at 98, they got back-to-back picks. That's exciting. 98 and 99. Both traded. The first one came from Miami. The second one came from Texans via New York. And then, of course, the original pick at 108. Look, 1, 2, 3 picks within 10 slots before you go into another fourth round pick at 135 there. And that's only they have 4 after that. There are 4 additional picks. That's wild.
Is picks the drinking game word? Okay.
Man.
We pivoted from SHEDEUR.
Damn.
I don't know. Or not Omar. Scotty might still be playing the SHEDEUR game.
Really? I thought we were doing shots for every pick, that wasn't Sanders.
Hey, the fact that all our picks are still in, that we picked 20 picks.
Will Johnson is gone, so I had to change to the trays. Now I'm at the trades because I couldn't make up my mind which tray, but one of those dang trays from Ole Miss. So Dimitri is nice.
In true Raider fashion. In true Raider fashion.
The Bengals or the Bengals?
Here we go. Here we go.
Here we go. Just to finish that off, finish off the last graphic, just to finish out. We're not quite finished. I think they go into the 7th, right? So there's actually one missing here. So I cut that a little short. They do have a 7th round pick as well. So yeah, 9 picks. Yeah. 9 picks remain.
Yeah. And I mean, that's a decent haul because we only had 2 picks. We started tonight with 2 picks, and now we got 4 picks tonight. So great.
Yeah.
This could be a part. All of these picks could be a part of our starting lineup come the beginning of the season.
It's very possible.
Yep.
Especially the way that some of these players are getting pushed down.
Mm-hmm.
It's very possible, man. The Broncos are on the clock at 51. We're at 58. So, hey, man, there's still some good players out there.
Oh, yeah. Uh-oh.
Raiders calling you, trying to trade with you, too?
We're doing a call in? Look, we're doing a call in show?
Come in. What do we got? We trading?
I'm like, man, we need to take some callers. What about folks in the chat? Who they think we're going to draft at 58? Chime in.
Yeah.
I'm a drink with
it. You get it.
Man, oh, man. SHEDEUR Sanders still out there at 51.
51, huh? Well, we know he's not going to go to Denver.
No.
Hey, I know Vegas lost some money on that.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Where did Vegas say he was going to go?
Yeah, what do you mean?
21? Didn't they have him at 21 to Steelers or something like that?
Why would Denver pick him? I'm confused. Tell me what you're talking about, Scotty.
No, I said I bet Vegas lost some money that SHEDEUR would have been taken by now.
Oh,
okay. I thought I heard you say something about Denver.
No. I was just saying Denver
was not going to take him. Yeah, he was saying we're.
Yeah, there was like a 98% chance. I think Vegas had him like a 98% chance of him going somewhere in the first round.
Yeah.
It was pretty high.
Wow.
Wah.
Dang.
Wah.
Very interesting. Titans pick next.
Who did Seahawks pick?
Their pick is in. I don't have the confirmation yet.
I haven't yet either. Yeah.
Did we already do the 49?
Pick is in on my screen. Moon, what does Future Cam say?
Wait, which pick are we on? Sorry, I lost.
It's 49 is the Bengals, but there's a little bit of trading going on between the Panthers and the Broncos.
So yeah,
right now 49 has Dimitri Knight from South Carolina, linebacker. So I think, we're still on 49. The Bengals.
Well, the Seahawks pick is in.
Okay.
And yeah, the Panthers just traded with the Broncos, and they're on the clock. So the Panthers are on the clock.
Okay.
Broncos trying to get like us. That's what it is.
You think the Panthers are they've been up and down with their QB1, So,
Oh yeah, you're right. What's his name again?
What's the kid from? What was he from? Alabama?
Bryce Young.
Bryce Young. Yeah,
Bryce Young,
he's been up and down.
Right.
So could
Mostly
they?
down, right?
Yeah, mostly down.
Take SHEDEUR.
Huh?
Oh, jeez.
I gotta take
Stuck
SHEDEUR.
on him.
Wait,
I
I gotta drink.
hope the Raiders get him for you, and you need to get. You know what? You're gonna need to get yourself a jersey if that happens. We're gonna get you a jersey if that happens.
I think it's great. I love this hype. I love it. I want to see our damn pick, but I love the hype.
I want to see them cut to him. They haven't cut to him the whole time. Like, is he okay?
Wow.
Does someone need to check on him?
Only Dion, only his dad. That's the only
Dion,
thing. Only clip I saw.
In
Dad
the
on the
backyard next to a baby.
Hey,
all right, that was it.
SHEDEUR went into hiding. He said, "Man, this is some bullshit."
All right, Seattle Seahawks. Elijah Arroyo, tight end out of Miami.
Oh, tight end.
This is tight end heavy here over the past 10 picks or so.
Yeah.
Hey, and that's one position we are good.
We are good, so that's good for the Raiders. See, maybe they knew all this, right? They're going to take all these tight ends. We don't need one. Let's bump down another 10 spots and get an extra pick in the third round.
Because whatever happened with Mayer last year, I'm hoping that, that's all dealt with and he's all good, because I want to see 2 tight end sets, because I like Mayer. I thought Mayer was a tight end 1 caliber tight end. So, and Bowers, of course, just blew the roof off of everything. So I'm thinking, man. But you to add, and I'm gonna get off this horse, because Higgins is almost starting to be for me like Hooker was. If we would have had Higgins, so I do think we'll pick a wide receiver somewhere here. In the third round, I'm gonna guess the third round maybe for a wide receiver. Those 3 picks.
Mayer is a hell of a tight end.
Oh yeah.
He lost his way a little bit, and obviously there were some personal issues going on there. But man, don't get me wrong, and now you got a different offense going into this. Hey, man, they could really, really, really use that 12 personnel right now.
Absolutely.
Genty, and then the 2 tight end set. Ooh,
nasty,
man.
Nasty. Because if you run it right, you can't stop it, because you never know if one of the tight ends are just going to chip and run 3 yards and turn around. You know what I mean? Especially for the short yardage situations, third downs and shit like that. Oh man, I mean, if Chip Kelly's should have a field day with both these tight ends and Genty, and don't fuck around and get him a nice wide receiver 1, a true 1. Oh man. Jeez.
All right, we have the Panthers pick is in. What is that? Nick Scorton, edge out of Texas A&M.
Whoa. Edge rushers have gone a lot.
A lot too, right? Edge and tight ends.
Gone. And these are guys that I just never even heard of, that I didn't even think about, looking, coming into the draft. No one said, oh, this is a crazy edge class. You know what I mean? Nobody spoke about it, but you would think it was, you know what I mean? The way everybody's drafting edge rushers. So, maybe they just slept on this position, this draft class. I don't know.
Don't kill me for this comment right now.
Uh-oh. Oh, geez.
Tennessee is up. And the irony of them having taken Cam Ward and SHEDEUR Sanders right now, that would be wild. That would just set it completely off.
Look at the Patriots, because
they picked actually.
They picked the quarterback at 1 and picked 1 at 5, and then end up getting that pick back because old boy was pretty good. That 5th round pick was pretty good, so they end up getting their pick back for him. So it can happen. It can happen.
Hey, you want to talk about Vegas? Who's going to be the first pick? Cam Ward and SHEDEUR Sanders. You want to talk about Vegas? Oh, that would be wild. That would
That
be,
would
I
be.
don't think it's
That
going to
was like
happen.
what we were talking about last season. What we wanted the Raiders to do, like pick them all, right? Get them all.
Yeah.
That would
Take
be
'em all.
wild.
Take them all.
I like how you squeezed in SHEDEUR Sanders yet into another pick, though.
I had to. I had to. It's all
Are
about
we gonna drink again?
It's all about consistency, Spice.
Right. Right.
This one is good, though. I like this one. I like this one, Scotty. Let's see.
All right.
Hold on.
What's the Titans pick? Moon, you got future Cam for us?
The pick is in. What you got there today, Arthur?
Nope.
Just
Oh, I
straight
can't even
bourbon,
say
a little
this
bit of
name.
bourbon.
Olafemi Alad, Joe? Edge out of UCLA. Another edge.
Another edge. Wow. It's edgy. This draft is pretty edgy.
It's pretty edgy.
It's edgy.
UCLA.
Sorry,
Thank
UCLA
you.
guy. Butchered your name on purpose because
We'll just call him
Fight
Double
on.
O.
What is that? Oluwafemi?
Olawafemi Oladejo.
Hey, I ain't mad at it. Where's he from?
That's Spanish, Nigerian, Filipino.
Oh, he's Nigerian. All right.
I don't know.
All right. UCLA. Never heard of him, but hey, ball out, young man. Ball out.
edge, tight end, edge, tight end, tight end.
All right, the Bucks are on the clock. Who do they got? Baker Mayfield. Mm-mm-mm.
Hey, Baker hadn't done bad, man. He seemed to kind of
Yeah. Oh, he found his way in.
he found his groove, man. Baker got his groove back.
Scotty, I feel like the drinking is coming through on screen. Like you're fading away there just a little bit. Like it's taking an alter ego effect there, and
This
you're just
is-
kind of like slowly fading.
This is all
Like
fault of
Homer
the Raiders.
Simpson
Like
into the
that-
bush.
I was gonna say like Back to the Future with the disappearing person on the on. We have to pick before Scotty disappears.
Listen,
It's
look, this
running
is
out of time.
all fault to the Raiders that they're trying to take every damn pick in the draft, trading back. I was supposed to be on here for 37 minutes, and here
Right,
we are 2
seriously,
hours
later.
later.
almost 2 hours later.
Like, nah, y'all gonna
Alright,
stay
it's
on
fun
here and
hanging
wait.
with you guys. We'd be watching
Yeah.
anyway, texting each other
Hey.
back and forth. So
It's a good exercise for us how to buy time.
yeah,
on
seriously.
Fill in the space, y'all.
We ran out of graphics an hour ago.
Right. Like, who's best available? Who cares? Just pick somebody, damn it.
Yeah, this is a big pick.
Shoot.
That is too funny. This is gonna be my outro song here. Y'all know what it is? Can you hear it?
Alcohol.
That's what I want to be played when I get out of here today.
Wow.
Oh man,
I want to join the drinking game. I feel so left out.
let's do it. All the
We
cool
don't even have a drinking game theme. We're just like, fuck it. At this point, we're just drinking. Like, yeah, whatever.
Packers are on the clock. The Packers aren't taking SHEDEUR Sanders.
Pick is in. Let's see here.
Oh, good. We got to get to 58 already.
No.
Yeah.
Let's go.
Who do they need?
Well,
Who do they need?
the Packers aren't taking SHEDEUR. The Chargers aren't taking SHEDEUR.
Chargers are taking
Chicago isn't, and neither is Denver. And then it's us.
Wow. Is that the next three picks before? Wait, 54, 55 is Chargers. Who's 56 and 57?
Bears and Broncos.
Oh, yeah. Nope. They're
Dude,
not.
how many do the Bears have? I feel like the Bears have had an excessive amount of picks already.
They have.
Yep.
I think they had 2 this round and then 1 in the first round.
Yeah, they had it from that Bryce Young deal.
Yeah.
Right. They made out on that deal.
Yes, they did.
I'm-
What was the Devontae pick? I forget. Which one was the Devontae pick?
Our second round pick. What? Wait, no. Didn't we give up the Devontae pick for Gino? Didn't we give that pick up for Gino?
Ah,
Yeah.
So third round, basically, it was for Gino. Yeah.
You know.
Yep. So,
All right. I guess that's
hey,
good.
that's not a bad deal, Devontae, for a quarterback.
Yeah.
Especially at the fact, I think we would have had action at re-signing him if we wanted to.
Right.
I was just gonna say, like, he would be a good fit on this team right now.
Yep, I'm like, I think we could have had
They
action.
went and hired Minshew to throw to him. That's where they fucked it all up.
Yep.
Love you some issue.
I'll tell you right now.
First time
I'll
I heard
take
that guy's name
Devontae
coming to
over
the
Jalen.
Raiders, I was mad.
I think Mark Davis just soured on him because he left. I think he was just kind of like, nah.
Dude, I would leave too. They have freaking
Right.
whatever his name is, Minshew over there trying to throw to him.
Jimmy G the year before.
Yeah.
Wait, he got Jimmy G on the Rams with him though.
The pick is in for the Buccaneers.
Oh,
Right
got
back
the
where
Bucs
he
pick.
started.
Up there is. Shall we have it, or is this our guy? Oh no, that's not him. So we have Benjamin Morrison out of Notre Dame. He is a
Cornerback. Corner.
cornerback.
Not quarterback.
Yes.
For the Bucks, huh? All right. So they went what? Wide
Is that
receiver.
something? Is that you said? I think Omar, you mentioned a cornerback need. Is this somebody that was on your radar for the Raiders?
No, I got both the trays.
Yeah.
All right. So let me
One
say
tray is a cornerback, one tray is a receiver, both from Ole Miss at
So
58.
let me shoot this at you guys, because I'm on the. I'm a little bit watching SHEDEUR more than I'm watching anything else. But on the clock is
No,
Green
you
Bay.
don't say.
On the clock is Green Bay, Chargers, Bears, Broncos, Raiders, Ravens, Lions, Commanders, Bears, Chiefs, Eagles.
Oh, so
SHEDEUR,
none of them need quarterbacks.
None of those teams
None
are
of them
trading
need
up.
a quarterback.
they're not taking it.
Man. So are you saying we probably can get SHEDEUR in the third round?
100%.
Honestly, if you had to bet on somebody
Woo.
in that,
100%.
Well, certainly don't
I don't
take him
think
on the.
he's-
Certainly don't take him at 58.
That's what I'm
Right.
saying. We would be the only team that may remotely take him. But
But why?
well, that's what
Yeah,
I'm
but
saying.
why?
Yeah,
Why?
Because risk
You
it.
know you
Risk
can
it
wait
as a
still.
third round. If you get him, you get him. If you don't, who cares?
Yeah.
Yeah. And again, in the third round, we pick fourth.
Right.
Yeah.
So he's not getting taken in the second either.
No.
Eesh.
Wow. I'm just wondering what all those tankers are saying right now. Just,
Well, this is all I got to say. Is thank goodness they aren't our GMs, right?
Well, all they're gonna say is, "Oh, watch he goes and balls out wherever he goes," and then the conversation just continues.
Packers are going crazy. They're on the clock, and the pick is in.
Yeah.
Wow.
Let's see.
Packers on the
Let's see
clock.
all the
Pick is
details.
in. They picked Golden. Matthew Golden was their first round pick.
Mm-hmm. And by
Wow,
the
the
way,
pick-
I liked his suit. It matched his name. Mother Moon pointed that out. The golden suit for the golden boy. Mm-hmm. Flashy.
And it was kind of trippy that he had a G. That Golden had a G.
Yeah,
And, I mean, his name is Golden too, and to get drafted to Green Bay. I was like, dude, this kid might be
Oh,
good.
yeah.
I'm like, the signs.
Damn, I really hope these. I don't need to be right, but one of the two cornerbacks that's out there, I hope we get him at 58 right
I
now.
agree.
That would be great.
100%.
That would be great. And plus, we picked up all the draft
those-
capital.
Yeah.
That would be really good.
Yeah. To get Trey Amos at 58 and pick up those draft picks. Oh,
Yeah,
yes.
yeah. My
Yep.
boys out there, and
They're dragging out this Green Bay pick here for the fan fave.
Yeah.
All right. Where's the draft going to be next year? Do you guys know? I know it moves around.
Yeah.
I have no idea.
All right. With the whatever pick, the 54th pick of the second round, the Green Bay Packers select.
Pittsburgh, Omar. Next year's in Pittsburgh.
Oh, it's in the Berg.
have they picked?
No, they're talking about some other things. Looks like the boys give it up for the Boys and Girls Club. Blah blah.
Blah, blah,
I
blah.
can't hear. I got it on mute, so I'm just making up some shit. I just see.
That's what it looks like.
All right, here we go. Anthony Belton,
I was like,
OT,
let's give it up.
NC State.
Wait, say it again.
Packers choose Anthony Belton, OT, NC State.
Offensive tackle, North Carolina State, huh? All right.
Damn.
We're
Offensive
getting some
tackle.
alerts from the Raiders here. Is this new information or maybe this is
Okay, at
just
this
a
point,
delayed
don't trade down.
notification?
Hey, not only SHEDEUR, but it's a surprise that Milroe's still on the
I
board.
agree. Yeah.
It's a surprise that Will Johnson's still on the board. Will Thomas.
We'll talk about it.
You still got Dylan Gabriel out there.
Right.
I can see those guys going third round, but those are still some.
I thought Jalen Milrose was going to go somewhere in the middle of the second, honestly.
Yeah.
So
Read off the next names again, Scotty.
Not see Stu or Show or whatever his name going before Sanders or Milroe. So
yeah,
I guess I'm not a quarterback whisperer.
What did you say, Spice? What did you need me to do?
So 55 is LAC. Then we've got Chicago,
Denver, and Raiders. Chargers pick is in. Chicago's on the board on the clock. Do you think they'll do it to us a third time? You think they'll do it to us a third time?
Oh, trade down again right out of the second round?
Maybe the way it's going, I think it could happen. Honestly, what do you think, Arthur?
We got another pick 10 picks later right now.
Dang.
God damn, Cleveland! How many picks did they have? They pick again before us.
No. Wait, not in the second round. You're talking about in the third?
Trey Harris, wide receiver out of Ole Miss. Who was that? That was on someone's radar. Trey Harris, wide receiver out of Ole Miss.
They got one of my trays. Damn it. They got one of my trays. Now that was my second receiver that I had. Both of my receivers are gone.
Yeah.
Damn it. I like Trey Harris. Bummer.
Okay. Yeah, I think we're going cornerback with this 58.
Yeah, I think so. I think it's Amos.
I won't be mad at it.
No.
56, 59.
Dang it.
Wow. Will this be the first draft that we can say that we didn't reach?
Oh, I'm saying hell yeah. Well, I mean, it is second round. You could reach back for a fifth round grade player right now, but I'm gonna say from what they did in round one, I'm confident that I think they'll nail it. Yeah. Whatever the pick is, I think they'll nail it. So
right now, best available, ranked at number 11 is Mike Green.
Right.
Why hasn't he been taken?
Right.
And they've taken several edge.
Oh, wow.
What's the story on Green? Did he have some injuries or something like Will Johnson?
They said that his biggest knock is he's just a one-trick pony and all he does is rush the quarterback, but I mean that's not a bad thing.
That's all I need him to do.
Yeah, exactly. That's all I want to do.
If you're an edge rusher, or do they think that he's supposed to be some kind of linebacker that can also play in space?
Right.
I mean, but yeah, if you're all I do is rush the passer and you're in a 4-3 defense and you're playing on the end, that's as long as you can stop. Well, I guess you got to still be able to shed and guard against the run, and make a play against the run. So maybe that's where his weakness is.
Right. But I mean,
I think one of the most interesting. Go ahead.
17.5 sacks in college. I mean, that's a lot. So
yeah,
that's really interesting. I mean, on our ed, we got Max Crosby. We just signed Malcolm Kuntz. We got Christian Wilkins, and we got Adam Butler. So that doesn't seem logical, and I don't think you would take depth at this point right here.
No.
It doesn't make sense. So
yeah. I don't think we would go edge this high right now. I think we would. To me, it's got to be
I think
receiver, cornerback. You know what I mean? Lineman, offensive lineman, or Shedeur Sanders.
So would you guys
Look at
be
this list, just like Scotty said, right? If you look at this list, where he would only really fit into the Raiders, Chicago, Denver. I mean, they've all got their everyone down here that's left in the second round has got their quarterback. The only one that maybe could fit in, I think, and maybe you guys think this might be have a different opinion on this, are the Raiders.
The Raiders are coming
Yeah.
in. Yeah. There's a lot of jumping around here.
I'm sorry, was someone gonna say something, Scotty?
I was gonna say, so now would you guys be mad at the Sanders pick at this position right here?
No, I wouldn't have been mad even at one of the other 2 second-round picks where we were at.
I would be only because once again, everyone picking behind us doesn't need a quarterback either, and once again, we can wait. I mean, I guess if Cleveland wanted him, Cleveland would have taken him. So I mean, you're really only fighting Cleveland for him at the 16th.
Raiders are on the clock.
Are they?
Nah,
our guy.
I don't think I want to get Sanders right here because if every team has passed on him at least twice,
right?
I'd take a better player, and if he falls to us 10 picks down, then that's a different story.
At 68, you can look at him. At 58,
I'll look at him.
Right.
Yeah.
Brother Moon must be looking way into the future. He says the Raiders are on the clock. I still have Chicago on the clock. What do you guys have?
Cam, I got a commercial going right now.
Yeah, with the Bears on the clock.
I got a Duck Go commercial.
I agree, Scotty. Everybody behind us, other than Cleveland, doesn't need a quarterback.
Yeah.
So you don't take him at 58 when you know you can get him at 68, and Cleveland's passed on him three times, honestly, but twice in the second round.
Who picks 65 through 67?
Yeah, that's what I was going to ask, Scotty. Who picked 65 through 67?
65 New York Giants, 66 that Kansas City team, 67 the Cleveland Browns, and then us.
Cleveland could take him at 67.
It's possible. You know what? I'm willing to take that gamble.
Right, I am too. Okay, we take Jalen Melrose. Okay, you know what I mean? Then they take SHEDEUR, we take Jalen Melrose. Oh darn!
Absolutely.
Or in the fourth round, we get Howard.
Say 5, 6, and 7 again, Scotty.
I'm not mad at that either. Say
5, 6, and 7 again, Scotty.
65 is Giants. 66 is Kansas City. 67 is Browns.
Yeah.
The Bears pick is in. Who is this dude in the glitter suit? Stop it. Take that sequence off.
Omar doesn't like the bling. Omar does not like the bling. Where's the T-shirt?
I'm a conservative dresser.
Oh, wait a minute. I just got a report from Vincent Bonsignor. The Raiders are drafting TCU wide receiver Jack Beck.
Don't know who he is. Oh, hold on. But it's a wide receiver, though. I got to look him up. Beck. Let's check this out. Wide receiver.
Beck, you said?
Jack Beck.
Jack
B-E-C-H. I think you say it Beck.
Yeah, Jack Beck. That is it.
Okay. I mean, I guess.
Why did we leave those corners out there?
Right.
He rarely dropped the ball, so I guess that's his thing.
Hold on. Time out. Can someone tell me who we drafted?
Beck.
That's what Vincent Bonsignor just said. From what I got, Detroit is still on the clock.
Receiver Jack Beck, B-E-C-H.
From what I got, Detroit is still on the clock.
I got Bears on the clock right now.
Are the Bears that got somebody named Ozzy somebody?
Ozzy, huh? Yeah, I'm like, okay, well, I don't know if it's a receiver, we need one. So, and from what I just read about Beck, he don't drop balls, so that's pretty good.
That's good. We like that.
That's a good trade. That's a good trade. So.
He's out of TCU.
TCU.
Anybody know him?
That's a new name for me. What about you guys?
And he makes contested catches. So Beck is just the 5th player in TCU history to record 1,000-yard receiving season, and he has named the 2025 Senior Bowl Most Valuable Player. So, oh, we got some. Do we have a Jack Beck highlight here? You mean Denver?
No, Detroit. Now I got Raiders on the clock.
Detroit. Mine went from Bears to Denver to Vegas.
Nah, Bears, Detroit, Vegas.
Detroit? Did Detroit trade? Oh, yeah, you're right. Detroit traded with Denver.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm late, too. See, you guys got future cam going. I'm got late freak cam.
Here's some info on Jack Beck here. Betch? Is it Betch?
Well, who's these guys? Who?
Apparently that's Josh and Hayden.
It's just the highlight reel that I'm trying to find. I don't know who they
There
are.
we go. I like these highlight reels. Look at them fighting for them dirty yards. I ain't mad. Boom. Oh, sideline walk, baby. That's almost like crip walking, but better.
No, he looks like a big guy, so you can go up and get it, looks like.
He does look like a big dude.
6'1"?
Yeah.
Yep. 6'1" with some sticky hands.
All right. Well, this is a name we hadn't thrown out there, so
No, but hey, we got. All right. Can we get a 40 time? Spicy? Any 40 time? 40-yard dash? Let's see here.
yeah, I don't know.
Let's see here.
You said he went to the Senior Bowl?
He was. Oh man, my thing just jumped now.
Here you go. Here's some stats on him right here, right there in the middle.
Yards after catch, 5.5 yards after the catch.
Yeah.
Yards per game is 41.5. He plays slot 55% of the time, wide 36%.
I mean, okay. I mean, we could use a good slot receiver in there somewhere.
Yeah.
You know,
Omar, you wanted a receiver, so maybe we got him.
Hey, if he can make QB1, let's go. I mean, not QB1, wide receiver 1. Let's do it.
Well, I mean, I don't know.
Unless you don't know? What do you mean?
Come on, he could be the next Cooper Cup, man. We could be looking at the next Cooper Cup right here.
It's possible. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Hey. Again, that's what Bonsignor tweeted out, but
was that hella racist that I only compared him to the another white receiver?
I didn't even notice.
Well, there's only 2, right?
I gotta call out my own bullshit.
All right.
Kind of waiting for
Tate Ratledge,
Tate,
defensive lineman out of Georgia. God damn, 6'6", 308. Good Lord.
As a guard, like damn, that's tackle. That's tackle height. If I'm a quarterback, I would like me in one of those nice compact guards.
Clock yet, or how far behind are we here? This is still a rumor, or we know for sure?
Well, I think we're right where we should be. So they're on the clock.
Says the pick is in.
They're on the clock. All right, Kelly. We're gonna get some.
This. Okay, yeah, here it is. Official. Yeah.
Raiders pick is in. All right. What do we got a pick in?
Willie Brown, his tradition in this place was he wanted to give a heartfelt appreciation and thanks to all the mothers of the NFL community. It's 2 weeks till Mother's Day, and he always wished them an early Happy Mother's Day. if you're a fan of the NFL, if you're a player in the NFL, if you're a coach in the NFL, you likely had a very supportive, encouraging.
All right, they're shouting out. Do we like this? Do we like this pick? Do we like this pick, guys? Do we like this pick, chat?
I'm not mad at it.
I don't hate it.
I'm not mad at the Beck pick at all.
The staff, I don't hate it.
Schefter just tweeted that that's what we got, Jack Beck.
Yeah.
Yep. Jack Besh, wide receiver.
I'm not mad at all.
Okay.
I'm like, we definitely needed a receiver.
I mean, I don't. Hey, I'll take it.
I guess my only question is would he have been there at 68? I don't know. You know what I mean? You take one of the corners, you take Amos there at 58.
That's
and
a great point.
At 68.
Yeah.
That's actually a really good point.
Yeah, I mean, hey, I don't know. I hadn't even heard of this guy.
Me neither. That's what I'm saying. He's not on my list. I don't have him. So I guess that's my only question is I mean, maybe obviously they did a lot more digging on it than I have, but you know,
he's got 1,034 yards, a sixth ranked sixth. It says 4 games with 100 receiving yards. He transferred from TCU from LSU for the 2023 season.
Wait, from TCU to LSU?
To TCU from LSU.
He started at LSU.
Yeah, right?
So he started out in the SEC and he transferred to TCU?
Yeah.
Wow.
Okay. Yeah.
6'1" and a quarter. Here's some highlights. Well, we already saw some highlights.
6'1", 14.
Yeah, he's a big body receiver.
Yep. And look at that dude. He's fighting. He got some hand fighting in him.
Yeah.
I'm not mad. I'm not mad at all.
You know, a la DK Metcalf. So I mean, Geno Smith gets another big body receiver.
Yeah. If anything, he's probably
he's got Bowers, who's another big body receiver.
Sure. Yeah.
And he makes contested catches, which is a skill definitely necessary in the NFL.
Right.
So I'm just still trying to look for his 40 time. I'm like, what's his 40? How fast is the guy?
I only got a 20-yard shuttle. I don't see a 40 time for him.
All right. I'm like, Jack Beck 40 time. There we go. Let's see. Oh, 4.5. He runs a 4.5 40.
I mean, for a big dude, that ain't nothing.
That's
not bad. That's not bad. With sticky hands, I mean, obviously, I'm going to assume he must be a decent route runner, but I like that he catches contested balls. That's like some of the first thing I read about him. He's like, hey, he catches the contested ball. All right.
Well, he started out his college career at LSU, so
yeah,
he's doing something right.
You can't. Yeah, everybody doesn't get to play at LSU,
right?
You know, he's only 22.
That's an interesting transfer, though, isn't it? From LSU to TCU. I feel, yeah.
In 21, he had 43 receptions with 489 yards. 22, he had 16 receptions with 200 yards. 23, he had 12 receptions with 146 yards. That's all at LSU. Right. He went to TCU. And he had 62 receptions with over 1,000 yards. So it was a playing time thing.
At LSU,
E for effort.
Ty, why is that top button buttoned? Or is it?
Oh, I don't think it was, but I don't know.
Yeah. That's a really interesting second round pick. I mean,
it is.
It's very interesting. They must have something on this guy.
Right.
What was his draft grade?
Don't get me wrong.
Did you have one?
LSU is in the top.
Sure.
TCU ain't no joke either, though.
Right. Yep, that's not a top school.
Yeah, they ain't just nobody.
Yeah.
Well, hey, and if his production went up, that means he could catch the ball. He probably just didn't get a chance to catch it.
Yeah. Buried in the depth chart.
Brian Thomas Jr. last 2 years. Yeah. You're just not going to, you know what I mean? You're just not going to catch a lot of balls with those guys on the field.
Yeah.
And obviously Mason Taylor was there also at tight end. That's a tight end that just went high in the second round.
That's right.
So,
Yeah.
Yeah, he was fighting for catches with a lot of really good players.
Yeah. Hey.
So looks like
this could be a little diamond in the rough here.
Yeah, and maybe they knew they traded back obviously for this twice, right? So maybe they just knew that he wasn't on anyone's radar, and they knew they can pick up a couple extra draft picks in the third round and still get this guy that they had their eye on. I don't think he was on any of our radars, but looking at some of the highlights, reading some of the stats, I mean, it doesn't look bad, right?
All right, so check this out, guys. Check this out. Jack Beck celebrating with his family after getting drafted by the Raiders. They're showing a video and he looks awful happy. Beck's brother, Tiger, was killed in the New Orleans terrorist attack on New Year's Eve.
Wow.
No way.
Wow.
Yep.
Wow.
Yep.
We were there. That was the week after the Raiders were in New Orleans. Crazy.
Yeah. He's
not even a week. I mean, that was what, 4 days, 3 days after that game, 3 or 4 days after that game. Yep.
He's from Louisiana, so
crazy. Well, now he's ready to ball out. It looks like we're building out this offense, man.
Hey.
Another weapon for Geno. Geno is like, right now, Geno is ecstatic.
Oh, yeah.
Like,
we need Geno Cam.
Geno Smith is like, hell yeah, Christmas came early.
Hey, Mike Green's still up there. Trey Amos is still up there, and the Raiders have a pick in what, eight more picks, I think? 9 more picks away, and the Raiders are back at it. So they can get someone else here.
Again,
are we gonna go offense again?
Let's see.
We go quarterback.
We get 68.
Think Trey Amos is going to be there at a few more picks? Could be.
You would think that one of
run down the lineup again. I think there was an error in the lineup. Run down the lineup. So 59 Baltimore, 60 Denver,
Washington, Chicago, Kansas City, Philadelphia. Start the third round with New York, Kansas City, and Cleveland. Then us.
All right.
SHEDEUR ain't getting tooken.
No.
He's gonna be a third round pick, bro.
At best.
He's
about to be a third round pick.
At best. Damn. They set up a whole draft room. They had shit printed.
Yeah.
They went to Vistaprint, had pillows and coffee cups.
Vistaprint, you better stop.
Vistaprint. Wow.
That's messed up, man.
Oh, there goes Mike Green. The Ravens pick Mike Green, edge out of Marshall. Sorry. The Arthur. Sorry, Arthur. Yeah. Mike Green's gone. He gone.
Oh, hold on a second, guys. There's something to this because CBS Sports just rated that Jack Beck pick an A+.
Wow.
Woo!
Yeah, he was the 8th ranked receiver. I didn't even know that. I'm like, wow, okay, this dude was just slipping.
Hey.
Okay.
Hey.
All right. Who I'm not. Hey, I said I'm not mad at the pick. As soon as I heard he's good at contested catches, I'm like, oh yeah, I'm not mad at that. Because you definitely need that skill in the NFL.
For reference, they graded Ashton Genty a B+.
Wow.
Oh, wow.
Okay.
Hey, whoever's making this up, I don't know, but
yeah.
Oh, dude. Hey, 6'1" and some change, 4'5", 40, sticky hands, contested catches. I'm not mad.
A+. Wow. I got
every highlight we saw him doing like Genty do, bouncing off of folks and breaking a tackle. It doesn't look like he's afraid of contact. So I'm like, okay,
If that's true, and he can bounce off of tackles like that, think about this. We got this guy at receiver. Bowers, my favorite thing that he does is he does not go down on first contact.
Right.
and then Genty behind that. Oh,
Right.
Good luck.
Yeah.
Good luck.
Right.
Good luck.
That- hey, you know that bad third down conversion percentage we had? Say bye-bye to that.
Yeah. Yeah.
So there, just Jack Betch is added to this lineup here with Gino, QB, obviously the number 1 draft pick for the Raiders. Ashton, you got Jacoby, Trey, and Brock. You guys liking what you're seeing here?
I dig it.
Yeah.
Is it a wrap? Is that it for the weapons? You think they're good now?
No, do I think we're good? No, I think now I think we can. You know, we've got what, a couple of 4th round picks, some 6th round picks. Get some depth with receiver.
Yeah. Look,
you know,
if you want to really if you really want to do this, then you got to get in that offensive line and make sure that it's
get a little line.
Well, that's
depth.
what I'm saying. That's kind of where I was going. So I think we're good
line.
here. I think we pivot. I think we pivot from the weapons, and I think we go more that route, Scotty.
You know, I wouldn't mind going O-line, you know, with a lot of these picks, and then sprinkle in a little bit of defense here and there. But I mean, our defense, I think, is going to be pretty good. And now we can really lock down that line. We might be onto something here.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
I'm not opposed. I don't know how you guys feel about it. I'm not opposed to bringing in a Keenan Allen to really teach these young receivers route running.
No. And I think that's what that pick kind of does. It leaves room to bring in a veteran. I mean, hey, and still don't sleep on Jacoby. He's a veteran. You know what I mean?
Yeah, but yeah, to bring in a smart guy like Keenan Allen, kind of a possession receiver, they can go get you some tough yards, can teach these guys how to run some routes. Like,
yep, and hopefully, you know, Trey Tucker will be that deep threat.
Right.
So I like it. I think we got targets all over the field. That's
a lot of targets we have right now.
Yep.
Who did Denver pick? Do we care?
The running back, RJ Harvey.
Yeah.
RJ Harvey.
Hey, you know what? Him going down to 60, they got a steal for that for RJ Harvey.
100%.
They got a steal.
Mm-hmm.
RJ Harvey. You're gonna hear his name again.
Yeah.
There's no doubt.
But that's just the depth of this running back class too.
Sure.
Because, you know, Scadaboo's still on the board.
Scadaboo's still on the board. SHEDEUR Sanders still on the board.
I just Frank. I'm not
there we go. We lost one, guys. We lost one. The Commanders picked Trey Amos, CB out of Ole Miss. So
that
was one of your guys. He's gone now.
I lost another Trey. Both my Treys are gone now.
That was the team I was thinking they would pick him if anyone needed them. It'd be them.
Hey, Washington's gonna have a squad, man.
Oh yeah,
have a squad.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Didn't they? I think in their whole draft thus far, the first and their haven't all their picks been defense?
I think so.
I think. Yeah. So they are bolstering the defense because our guy, he's still our guy. He's got that offense clicking. So
Arthur, who do you think? We're only about 5 picks away from the Raiders' next pick here. Where do you think the Raiders? What if you're in that war room? What are the Raiders thinking right now? Who do you think they're going to go with?
So now,
or which or position? If you don't want to say what position do you think needs to be addressed in this spot?
I would be looking at either like a right tackle or a right guard, or I would be looking at a corner, maybe a linebacker. But I think we can wait on the linebacker because I think a lot of linebacker depth is gone. So I would be kind of looking at maybe another one of these cornerbacks. That's where I would look. I could. Good.
Arthur, I think you make a good point. I think right now is the time to get the most quality on that right side of the O-line. Yep. And we might not want to mess around with that. Let's go get that quality out there and lock them up.
Yeah.
You may be right about that. Yeah. You know, the secondary and all that, I'm thinking cornerback, but I think right at this point, at the direction that we've gone, which is offensive weapon, we got to make sure the line is right. So we got to go that route. I can't see it any other way.
Sanders.
Here we go.
You heard it here first.
I agree.
What Oh shit! I was gonna say some stupid shit.
What does the beginning of the third round look like, Scotty?
The beginning of the third round looks like New York Giants, Kansas City, Cleveland, and Los Raiders.
All right.
Kansas City's gonna have two
Yeah,
picks
64
within
and
4 picks.
67. Yeah, they got 64 and 67.
Yeah.
So
64 and
past that
66.
though. So
No,
past
63 and
the,
66.
63, yeah.
Yeah, and 66.
so past that though. I can see past what you said.
Past the Chiefs. Oh,
No,
past
no.
the Raiders.
Yeah.
Patriots, Jacksonville, New Orleans. Keep going.
No, I'm just curious who's coming up. Just
okay.
waiting for you to place your Sanders somewhere.
Oh, you want me to put? Yo, you want me to put? Hold on. Ask and you shall receive, man.
Let me guess. New Orleans at whatever they're at, 72 or something like that.
I still
No,
think
they already picked a quarterback. New
Oh
Orleans
yeah, you're
picked
right.
a
You're right. You're
quarterback.
right. You're
Yeah.
right. You're right. That's
They
right.
picked Shoe or Show or whatever his name is.
Right.
that's right. What
Yep.
about the Giants? They still need a quarterback, don't they?
No, Giants picked Dart. They picked Dart.
That's right.
You haven't got
Yeah. Steelers is the only one out there in my mind. Where are they picking?
Cleveland. Cleveland's got 67.
Cleveland and Steelers. Yeah, Cleveland and Steelers in my mind would be.
Where's Pittsburgh next, Scotty?
Pittsburgh next is 83. Oh, that's right. They didn't have a second round pick.
Mhm.
Yeah, Pittsburgh didn't have a second round pick. Yeah.
So they're all the way down to 83.
Oh, there we go. Sanders at 83. If not us. Because what? We're 67 and then we're what? We're 68 and then we're 98 and 99 in the third round, right?
Yep.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, he might be gone by then. But you never know.
Well,
Yeah, it's hard to tell
If he,
these
makes
days.
it, if he makes it to the 90s in the third round, he's going to be the greatest quarterback next to Tom Brady.
Yeah, right. That's what they keep saying. All the good quarterbacks, they go late.
Right. And maybe that's Pete Carroll's sweet spot. Like, hey, I drafted my last guy in the third round and then we won a Super Bowl with him. So
All right, Bears pick is in. We're getting closer. I'm just trying to count these down here because I want to see what that last one is there for the Raiders at 68. Well, not the last one, but
The Bears and Shamar Turner, A&M.
all right. They got a defensive tackle there, Shamar Turner. All right. Does that name mean anything to anybody? Does that surprise anyone? Does it matter to us?
no. But I just want to say right now, the Raiders are getting a overall draft grade of an A for me because in my mock draft, my first 4 picks were all offense. So right now, their first 2 picks have been offense. And I think their third pick needs to be offense too, because that's how bad our offense was. So, yeah, let's keep it going.
Well, a lot of that had to do with not having a quarterback.
Yep.
In the best
and the system too. So I'll put some of the blame on the
and the lack
offensive
of running
system.
game and the offensive coordinator. All bad.
And play calling and
Yeah.
In the best available, there is Shedeur Sanders, Siobhan Revel, Darius Alexander, Deion Walker, Azariah Thomas, Kevin Winston, and Landon Jackson.
No Green? Green got picked? Did somebody pick Green and I missed it?
yeah,
Green
Baltimore
got picked.
Oh, Baltimore picked Green. Okay.
Yep.
All right.
Green got picked.
Are you familiar with him, Arthur? Landon Jackson?
Baltimore's defense is finna be insane.
What college is he from?
Arkansas.
Who's this?
Landon Jackson, edge rusher out of Arkansas.
Oh,
If we pick him, I've been saying it for quite a while. I'm like, I like that dude. I saw some tape on him. I'll be real happy. He's an edge rusher,
Right.
but I'll be real happy if we take him. SHEDEUR Sanders was ranked number 28. He's at the top of the list of best available right now.
And like I said, he's not going anywhere anytime soon. So
Not going anywhere anytime soon.
Nope. These next are the quarterbacks stacked here. All right, Kansas City is in. We don't care about them.
The Chiefs pick is in.
Damn. Will Howard just won a national championship, and he's on the board.
yeah.
Oh yeah, for some reason he's got such a low draft grade. Like I say, and he threw what 35, 36 touchdowns or something like that with 10 picks or somewhere around there.
35 and 10.
Yeah.
Another defensive tackle. That's a lot of DT. Now we pivoted to DTs. Another defensive tackle taken.
Omar with 2 R's. Call my mom. Mom, why you short me an R? It's supposed to be OMARR now because of this guy. Maybe I want 2 O's. I'm gonna change my name.
I was gonna go with 2 M's actually. I felt like
2 M's. Oh, they hyphenated Norman Lott. What happens if his wife wants to hyphenate? What happens if his wife wants to hyphenate? So it's going to be Norman Lott, something else. That kid is going to have hella names.
I have a theory on that, but I'll keep it to myself.
No, now you got to say it. Now you got to say it.
All right, I'll say it.
What's your theory on hyphenation?
Do you notice that it's a trend now in this era, whatever we're in? What is it? What are we in? Gen Z? Because it's all broken homes. So everyone has to take the mom's name and the dad's name. It's not a traditional marriage or where you took the family name. Now everyone just having babies and hey, everybody wants that name on the back.
So can you hyphenate on a hyphenate?
I don't know if you can hyphenate a hyphenate. You notice it's more of a trend now, though. Right when we were growing up, I don't ever remember see a hyphenated name.
If your mom and dad put together, you get granddad's name.
The back of the jersey.
Hey, what if both of your parents are Mexican? Because Mexicans hyphenate their names, then you'd have 2 hyphenated names. You'd have 4 names across your back.
But I'm gonna say Latinos already be having 4 names. They have 4 middle names. I mean, sometimes 3 middle names. Goddamn it!
Luis Gonzalez, Guadalajara, Paredes.
There's only 4 Mexican names anyway, so they're likely it's Gonzalez. They're going to be Gonzalez hyphenated Gonzalez.
Right? I mean, that shit could get wild, man. I'm like, shoot. Pretty soon we're gonna have to do character limitations. Hey, motherfucker, you gotta abbreviate.
Oh, shit.
Just give all those last names initials, no hyphenating. Just you're an initial now.
Hey, we about to get canceled.
I know, right? I don't have any friends with hyphenated names. I have friends that have kids with hyphenated names.
Oh man, hey, like I say, grow some thick skin out there, folks. Good Lord, we need to be able to laugh at ourselves. You know what I mean? People need to get over crap. Good Lord.
Between you making fun of the Muslims yesterday, and today you making fun of Mexicans.
Making fun of Muslims. I just said Assalamu alaikum, my brother. That is a greeting. It's a greeting. Oh my God.
You said it after you make fun of. You thought he was wearing a dress.
Yes. Yes.
All right, well, maybe that one might have been a little insulting.
You think?
Hey, what is Carlton saying? Carlton's out there hey, no lie, I don't know any of these late pick motherfuckers. I have to lean on our GM now. Hey, Carlton, we in here reading, we researching shit as they picking, bro.
Right?
I'm like, oh, sticky hands, he can do contested catch. I like it. I mean, that's about all we got right now. You know what I mean? We looking up stats as they come in, bro. So I feel you. Good Lord. Shoot. I'm gonna take a drink to that.
Hey, you know what? I think I'm gonna make me another drink to that because we got another pick coming up. Hey, if I keep making a drink for every draft pick, I might be pretty fucked up too.
Right. I'm glad we didn't play a drinking game because every drinking game I thought of would have been dangerous. It would have been over. Because Jesus Christ. And it's Friday. I'm like,
be on here for 37 minutes. Now
right?
We gotta stick
I'm
with
like,
68. We're too close
Jeez.
now.
Raiders was like, nope, y'all gotta hang in there a little while longer, man. We contemplating. Shoot. Pete in there like, and Pete's in there like, I built the Legion of Doom with 3rd through 5th round picks. So let's just stack up right there. That's his playground. I need to develop. That's why we haven't picked a cornerback because he's gonna pick one. It's got to be a 3rd. He's following his trend. Shoot. Okay, I'm gonna get a mustache like this guy.
Andrew Makuba, safety out of Texas, goes to the Eagles. So
wow, they're going deep. They are just doubling down on defense.
They are.
Eagles is like, we got a running game. Now we're just gonna make sure you can't score on us, and then we're just gonna play ball control with Saquon. Boom. Sheesh. I'm not mad, dude. I am not mad.
Fuck
We
got Jack Beck for your ass. Ashton Genty.
Yeah, man. Y'all already know how I felt about that pick, man. I'm like, we got Bowers last year, and here we go with the next home run hitter, Genty. So, did you guys see the post that Max Crosby texted him night before, I guess Wednesday night, and was like, something, I think he was saying, I can't wait to go to war with you. Wow. The night before the draft, Max
night
before the draft, Max was texting Genty. Yeah.
They consulted with them.
Right? So, man. I kind of like it when our star player co-signs, you know what I mean? Like, all right, that's a good sign. That's a good sign.
Scotty has a difference of opinion. You can keep it to yourself, Scotty.
I was just gonna name some of the players that he's co-signed on.
Oh shit! Okay,
go for it.
Gardner Minshew is a dog, and I sat up on this show and I was like, "Where did this come from?"
I think he talked about from the game where we played them. I think it was
the one in Oakland.
I'm making an excuse, but my because I saw that too, and my impression was remember when he got in his face, it was like little ass boy.
Yeah.
Who responded to all of that is where I think that whole conversation was coming from, because Max was all over him, and I mean Gardner Minshew, he balled out that game. So
my only response to that is SHEDEUR Sanders hasn't been picked. Let's move on with that conversation because
I'm gonna get you. No, you know what? No matter what teams Sanders lands on, if any, at this point, who knows? I'm gonna get you a jersey.
Hey, I bought into the Sanders hype. Okay, I bought into the hype.
I see that.
They showed one camera with 30 draft picks in the first round, and then they got a whole nother crew out in Texas somewhere with his damn draft party.
This is true.
They ain't even been picked yet.
Yeah.
Man.
They haven't even showed him tonight.
Look at that. Shefty. Look, Shefty is with me.
I ain't gonna lie, dude. There's a part of me that really want us to pick Sanders just because of that tank for Sanders thing. It's burned into me, and I didn't want to tank, and as far as I'm gonna say, we didn't tank. We were just losing anyway. We were losing despite, like, hey, we didn't have to tank. It was just, you know what I mean? Hey, the fact that we won one after that, I think, didn't we only win one after that whole tank for Sanders campaign started?
That was it.
Campaign.
Right?
Was it really a campaign?
Right, well, whatever. But, and I think in spite of
for some people,
in the 3rd round, like, just in spite of that, like, look, dude, we didn't tank. We followed our draft plan and still grabbed him in like the 3rd round. Like, the irony. I love irony. So
definitely no need to tank.
Right. Ever. It's never a need to tank, dude. If you got a good GM, they should be able to build your team no matter where you are in the draft. So
All right. We had a little intermission so
look
we
at the
can sing
Eagles.
I Love
Look at the
America or
Eagles.
God Bless America or something. But can we get to like we do love the USA, but can we get to our pick?
Giants pick is in.
Pick is in.
Kansas City on the clock. Let Kansas City take SHEDEUR. I don't give a damn. They can go. He can go over there with Gardner Minshew.
They got Minshew now. They don't need Sanders. They got Minshew, man.
Guard dog.
He's a dog.
All right, the Giants take Darius Alexander, another DT out of Toledo. Now it's all DT heavy, it seems. It went from tight end to edge, and now we're on to the DT section of the draft.
Best available right now, according to CBS Sports, SHEDEUR Sanders, then Revel, then Deion Walker. Those are the top three.
Okay.
You wanted Revel, right, Scotty?
Yeah. I'd like to get a cornerback, but I have to side with Arthur on this. That if we're going to get weapons on offense, then we need to start looking at that offensive line.
Yep.
I mean, I wouldn't be mad at a quarterback, but I also wouldn't be mad at looking at that offensive line.
Yeah.
Especially you got Colton Miller not showing up because he wants a new contract. Like I was saying that last night. That hey,
I'm telling you, he's getting traded.
Huh?
I think he's getting traded.
You think Colton Miller's going to get traded?
I think he's going to end up getting traded.
I hope not. I just wonder why we didn't take care of that though, leading into the draft. Lock up that.
That's why I think he's going to get traded. This game never ends well.
It's too hard to get a tackle that is reliable. I don't think he's going anywhere.
Yeah, they're going to extend him.
Look at you thinking logically, Scotty. Look at you thinking logically.
Hey,
as far as I know, wasn't that the first injury Miller had, the one that lingered into the beginning of last season? I don't recall him being hurt and out before that. So
he's been about as reliable as you can get.
And you could tell he was progressing through the season. So I'm assuming right now he's healthy. You know what I mean?
The first
Ashton Jalot, an edge out of Louisville.
Another edge.
Yeah.
The first 5 games, Colton Miller was horrible, and after that, I believe he allowed 1 sack the rest of the season.
He was just out of shape. That was it. He was out of shape.
Listen, I'm not sitting here saying he should get traded or that he didn't perform well. Just these contract things seem to end that way.
Yeah, I mean, that's a very valid point.
Yeah.
I mean, that's one big dude. He looks massive compared to everybody else. Like that's going to be a big hole to fill. It makes me leery when they're playing these games about not signing somebody.
And maybe that's what they're considering going into the draft, and they haven't. And to this point, I'm going to say if you didn't draft a tackle in the first round or the second round, the odds of finding one in the draft that could replace Colton Miller and play at that level is very slim. So with that in mind, they're probably like, yeah, hey, we're gonna resign him. Let's just keep drafting.
That could work out well for Colton Miller then. Like you went and you kind of played the field, right? Nothing came out of it. So now give me what I want.
Yeah.
Raiders are on the clock.
Browns pick is in. Is it Sanders?
No.
I'm like Mueller.
Did we all have new people? Did we all pick new people?
I still got my guy. Revel is still
my guys are gone. Oh, I need to pick a new guy. Hold on.
Arthur, wait, you had Mike Green, right?
I did. He's gone.
All right, you got to pick a new one too.
Let's see.
Yeah, I need to pick. Let me see here. Best available. Damn, he's got Revel. You got Sanders. I'm gonna go with. Fuck. Joshua Farmer. No, that's a tackle. That's a defensive tackle. I'm looking for an offensive guy. How about? Yeah, I don't know who the hell this guy is. He's definitely a project. Shit.
Somebody in the chat, give me a name.
On that, Carlos, if you're still watching, 2 solid picks so far. I agree.
Marcus Imbo, Purdue.
Shit.
Wow.
I pulled that one out, right?
I know, right? What position does he even play?
Offensive guard. He's a guard.
Offensive guard. He's a guard. Oh,
He's a guard.
You think they're going guard?
Imbo. I'm going offensive guard.
They could
Arthur?
they could easily go O-line. They could easily go
O-line. I'm thinking O-line.
So Wyatt Millum, he's an offensive tackle out of West Virginia.
There you go.
Hey. I don't think any of us are going to get it. Well, maybe Scotty. Maybe Scotty.
All right. Hey, I would not be mad if we got Rebel. Rebel is a Pete Carroll guy.
100%.
Yep. He is a Pete Carroll, 6'2" and some change, cornerback. Yep. I would not be mad.
Yeah. Had 2 picks last year, 8 tackles.
This is your chance to say SHEDEUR is going to go to the Browns, Scotty. You're
Let's
slacking.
go, SHEDEUR to the Browns. I don't want to have
Right here. Mueller.
Yep, the Raiders are on the clock because the pick is in for the Browns. We're just waiting for them to make the announcement here.
Oh, how about Jared? Does Jared Wilson, can he play center and guard? Because if so, I'm going to change my pick to Jared Wilson.
Wait, let's talk about things more important.
Because I like guys who can play multiple line positions.
Does SHEDEUR Sanders go get massages with Deshaun Watson if he goes to the Browns? Let's really talk about what's going on here.
Is that the right influence? You know what? I think his dad step in and block this pick like he said he would to make sure he goes to a good program. Deion Sanders said there's some teams he was not going to let his son go to. And I think the Browns,
Browns is probably one of them. Should be one of them.
Yeah, I think he's going to let his son go to whoever the hell takes him right now.
Like
Harold Fannin Jr., another tight end out of Bowling Green that goes to the Browns. So another tight end, Harold Fannin Jr. I don't agree with that. I wouldn't want to go to the Browns either.
Tight end.
6'3", 241.
All right.
Let's go, Raiders.
All right. What is the Raiders going to do? Come on now. Is it going to be who did I just change my pick to? Wilson, the center, but can he play 2 positions? I need to look him up. Let me look him up.
We got JPJ playing center now, so
I know,
yeah,
but
I was gonna say, why are you going with that one? That's what I was thinking.
I would like a swing guy who can play center or guard. You know what I mean? Because we can always use a backup who can play center, or he can start at guard. You know what I mean? If he beats out what's his name at right guard. So.
By the way, we better drink, and guys, I like old fashioned. So when we get Revel right now, just
I'm with you. I like that too. I'm down with that.
Yeah, because Jared Wilson played in Georgia, dude.
All right, the Raiders pick is in.
He plays. If he can play some guard, hey, I'm with that pick.
All right, let's listen up, guys. Let's listen up. The Raiders pick is in.
In the world in professional football. Do you agree?
Yes, whatever he said.
You can put over there.
I am so behind. Jeez.
I believe he has a commitment to excellence and we are thrilled to get with the 68th pick in the 2025 NFL Draft. The Las Vegas Raiders
Darian Porter, defensive back. Wait.
Oh, who?
Darian Porter.
Darian Porter?
Iowa State.
Yeah.
He's a corner.
Cornerback. He said cornerback, 6'2", almost 6'3", 195 pounds. Darian Porter.
Darian Porter, huh?
I told you we were all going to get it wrong.
Wow, we all got that shit wrong, boy. Raiders.
They're calling him a 4.3 40.
Wow.
No shit. We went height, weight, speed. Is this a Al Davis, Pete Carroll, height, weight, speed? Developing. Wait, because at least Pete Carroll is a developer. He can develop some damn defensive back. So
the expert grade has him graded at an 82.3 as a starter.
Wow.
Say that again.
He's got some hands. I'm not mad. We knew we needed a corner. Wow, he ran a 4.3 40-yard dash at the combine.
That's what it says here. 4.3.
Wow. Okay, what's the knocks on him then? How did he make it to the third round at 6'2", running a 4.30 40?
Yeah.
I don't know.
Who slept on that? I never even heard of this kid. So I'm like, wow, we finally dipped into the defensive well. All right.
Vincent Bonsignor tweeted, the Raiders select Iowa cornerback Darian Porter. Yeah, a 6'3". At 6'3", he fits Pete Carroll's preference for cornerbacks.
Yep.
Okay, there we go.
Yep. We know he likes tall corners, man. And dude must be physical because Pete Carroll likes tall physical on TV. I love it. Spicy, you are on it. No idea who this guy was, but I am not mad at the pick. Because I think we all picked tall corners. I think each corner we said he would draft, we were all about 6'2", 6'3" corners.
Right, so,
like, we didn't get the name, but we got the height, weight, speed right.
So according to CBS Sports, his strengths identifies and attacks the ball in the air like a former wide receiver because he was one. Speed and burst is as good as it gets, can make up ground on anyone. Big improvement as the 24 season wore on, saw things develop faster, can throttle down and drive with ease. Weaknesses, terrible tackler, not comfortable with that part of the defense yet.
Oh.
Angles are a problem.
Oh, those are big.
I'll tell you though. Patrick Graham has brought this secondary along with those angles. He's brought them along. Barely played,
and a lot of that too. Put them in good positions.
Yeah. Lost too often in what role he should be in. All right. Well, we'll leave that up to the coaching.
Yeah.
And Patrick Graham is proven, if you ask me. So, okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, between Graham and Carroll, between those two defensive minds, remember I was telling you guys, we can build our whole secondary between third and fifth rounds, and I'm going to trust it because this guy has done it before with third through fifth round picks. So, I mean, Richard Sherman was fifth round pick. Wasn't Cam Chancellor a third or fourth round pick? I mean, their whole Legion of Boom was built that way. So, hey, I have no questions about defensive back picks in these later rounds at all.
The Patriots just got Kyle Williams, wide receiver. They got a good pick at 69 right there.
That's a very good pick.
I got a really good pick there.
Yep.
They got him for cheap.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Kyle Williams he's a top ranked wide receiver.
Yeah.
We got him
on the team. You're having a hell of a draft.
Yeah.
They really are. I mean, you look at their picks; they're having a hell of a draft.
CBS Sports also just ranked Darian Porter an A+.
Wow. 2 A+. Two the last two.
Did we pay CBS a little?
I know.
Oh, there you go.
I don't know.
A few drafts ago, we couldn't pay somebody to give us an A+ on one of our picks.
No, we ain't getting any help there because Brady's on Fox, so we're definitely not getting any help there.
Right.
Yeah.
Sheesh.
Wow. Well,
Isaac Tesla? Wait, with 2 A's? Dang.
Tesla. What is that?
Or is that Tesla? Is that Tesla? Or is that? I'm going to call it Tesla. Tesla.
All right, guys. Well, I think that wraps us up. We were supposed to be on for 37 minutes. It's 3 hours later, but we're happy with our picks. We got it 2 A+, courtesy of CBS's ranking.
All right. And I'll disagree with your B+ for Genty. I'm going to say I'm giving us A+ for the first 3 picks.
All right. I like it.
Yep.
I like it.
I am not mad. So far, so good, guys. Hey, I look forward to regrouping Monday night with you guys on Monday Night Madness. Then we can recoup the whole draft and
looking good.
Yeah.
So that's right. All right, guys. Well, we go out one way and only one way. Red. Good night, Raider Nation. Join the madness on Monday night, 6 p.m.
Peace.
Pacific time. See you then.